And I kept looking over. I was like 28-13, 30-something to 13.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Run it up.
I was like, damn. I mean, we low key called it with Dallas, but I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. I mean, nobody showed up.
The Niners?
Oh yeah, so yeah, I was gonna talk about the San Francisco fraudulent Niners because I definitely wanted to talk about them. I was also gonna say DE couldn't be here today. I think he said that his sister clutched up, got him some baseball tickets. But we will shout bro out because it is actually his birthday tomorrow. So big shout out to him. Sheesh. This. Yo, Colton, you tripping, bro? We go leave P Diddy alone today. That man knew what he did.
The Diddler?
Yeah,
the Diddler.
Yeah, we go.
Ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Yeah, we not gonna talk about that. Yeah. I mean, 1,000 baby.
That's a lot of baby oil. You think he was just using it to like shine his floors, or do you think he was like, what do you think he was doing with it?
Depends on what kind of floor he has.
That's true.
Hardwood,
That-
tile.
yeah, it's true. We can't jump to conclusions.
I mean, he does have a mansion.
He does. We don't know what he means.
That's a
He's
lot
got a
of.
mansion.
Oh! Oh my god.
Oh, what it do, flight crew? Oh yeah, wrong chat. Right?
What it do,
man.
crew?
What it do, flight crew? Okay.
Oh.
Well, man, appreciate y'all tuning in for another episode, man.
We are back.
Yeah.
Listen, I want to apologize for my co-host here, Devin. Last week we had a little bit of an issue. It was definitely a stomach bug. If you went to your local Target, you would not find any Pepto-Bismol. He had to drink all of it. He was on the toilet most of the night, so that's why he couldn't make it last week. Last week he had a stomach issue. The toilets. God bless the toilets. It was not good.
I'm okay.
Yes.
I'm okay with knowing someone shows up. I'm totally fine with
Yeah.
This is our thing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I'm totally fine with that.
We are back.
We just had bad weeks.
Bad weeks on the
This week
toilet.
started terrible.
But we're good today. We're
We ate
here.
lunch yesterday.
Yo, not gonna lie. Yeah, y'all had a bad Monday too?
I had a bad Monday,
What was
Tuesday.
yesterday?
Monday was terrible.
I think there was a full moon yesterday. I think
I got my
that was
home and laid on the couch.
I'll tell you after the pod. That's tough.
My Mondays are usually good too. These are nice, chill, easy Mondays.
Not anymore.
Mondays.
No, I'm not. Well, we definitely appreciate y'all tuning in for another episode. We are back. We have a lot to talk about.
Yes.
We have a lot to talk about. We'll start with the small things first, and I do feel bad for yapping. I do save a lot of stuff now that I have a phone to, actually keep content and material to talk about. So I will try to refrain from yapping like I did a couple weeks ago. But fellas, week 3 coming up.
Yeah.
We got Thursday night game tomorrow. Past 2 weeks. Wow. I didn't really want to make any because I know we were gonna start off with our hot takes. I didn't really want to jump the ball week 1.
No.
Week 2. I don't know about y'all, but
We had some good games. We had a good game Thursday. It was a little bit of a blowout.
Yeah.
Sunday we had some good games. Monday I think there was a game that was played as well. I heard there was a game that was on Monday. Something about birds fighting each other, or something about interceptions, or something like that.
I
But
told him that I crashed out that entire game. I'm getting more frustrated than I was on Monday right now.
I mean this legitimately. I'll be man enough to admit I laughed, and don't take it the wrong way. It was funny to me. How ironic that it ended like that. I felt bad, but I laughed. I'm like, how does that happen?
You also know what's crazy?
Yeah.
Y'all saw the bet point spread for
Yes.
the bets?
5.5. Yeah. Isn't that ironic?
Oh, you know how many people's parlays we done tanked?
I think it was 80%.
Someone didn't pay them. I hate this scene. Yo,
So I didn't.
I hate this. I don't hate. Oh my god, bro. All right. We got a lot to talk about. I want to.
Can't stray from the path. It's a lot.
We're gonna talk about it. We're definitely gonna talk about it. Don't want to ignore the chat. I do have a good question. Well, I came up with this question myself. The last answer I had to throw in like 3 more teams because YouTube will only give me like 4 polls, so I wanted to spice it up. But Colton, we appreciate you tuning in for the pod, man. Thank you. You said, how do we feel about Anthony Richardson? So, coming back from injury, I mean, what do you expect? Wasn't it his throwing shoulder that got injured?
I believe so.
Okay.
One of the shoulders. Really, realistically, though, regardless of how you spin it, he's going through his rookie jitters, man.
Yeah.
He's going through what he would have went through last year, but he only had 4 games to do it. So I'm not worried about him.
Yeah, I think just that's what happens.
You concerned about him? Or what? Did I do
I'm
something?
concerned about you, dude.
What'd I do?
You almost had a stroke.
Did I?
One of the shoulders.
I don't know. I'm not trying to spread misinformation on the pod.
No, I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I just remember shoulder injury out for the year. I was like, wow, that was quick.
I mean, the dude's throwing off his back foot 80 yards. I'm not too concerned with it. He'll figure it out. Right. Yeah.
But no, honestly we're cool over here about Anthony Richardson. He has a high ceiling. Nothing particular. It's just major injury and quarterback. So I think he'll get it together. And
I haven't seen him play at all. I haven't watched any Colts games.
I've been cooking her about it. It's
yeah.
Bad. Astronomically.
So you said just witness a ding by Josh Pookie Bear Nyler tie game? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, he's at the baseball game right now. Oh shoot.
He's on at the baseball game.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh wow. Show everyone in the crowd. Show everyone in the crowd. Put it on the big screen.
Yo, appreciate you tuning in.
DE is the only 2-0 fan in this chat right now. And we'll give him credit.
Wow. And we're all 1-1.
We're all 1-1.
You know what?
And 0-2.
Oh, we're about to be 1-2 after what the Saints did to the.
Yeah, that's going to be disgusting. Yeah. That's going to be disgusting.
What do we have next?
The Saints. On Sunday.
And then we have.
You guys got.
Listen to the podcast today.
I think it is the Browns.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's the Browns.
You guys got like 3 or 4 hard games in a row, and then you hit the Giants, Commanders, and I think the Panthers.
Difficult. These are difficult games. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's bring it back in.
All right.
A wasted home game.
Yeah.
Week 1.
DE said Devin looking like a father with a fit today.
Don't slander the public shirt.
Yeah, look. Oh, he's got the public shirt on.
About to say, bro, putting juju on you.
The pub tee on, dude.
He got the pub sub tee on.
Jeez. All right. Let me calm my nerves. Question of the day. Good Lord. Which of these NFL teams do you think will make the NFC Championship game? The Lions, 49ers, Eagles, and then a toss-up. It's a 3-way tie between the Packers, Bucks, and Falcons.
None of them.
I think the Lions are more likely.
There's 7 teams. What?
One of them has to.
None of them.
No,
none of them.
Please don't tell me the Bears of all teams.
No way.
Or the Vikings.
The
Vikings.
You know what? Are the Saints in there? I wouldn't put I think the Saints are going to crash out, but
it's too easy. I mean, it's too
early.
I don't know what's wrong with them. I don't know.
Early. What is there like? I think it's like 90 to like 14. The last 2 games.
What, the Saints?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been going stupid. I would say if I had to pick out of that group, give me I'd say the Lions or the Bucks, but give me
the Bucks. I did not hear the Bucks.
The Bucks are in there.
Yeah,
the Bucks are in there.
Packers, Bucks, Falcons.
The Bucks.
Give me the Bucks. I think the Bucks are a little bit prime this year. Baker's playing a little too good for me.
If we lose against the Bucks,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Jalen Hurts cannot do what he did and expect to go to any kind of championship.
I'm gonna be real. If we lose against the Bucks again,
yeah,
the defense can't do
whatever
the fuck that was.
Both of them. That sucked.
Running back.
We're gonna get it.
Can we talk about CJ?
When we get it, bro, I just want to get to the
Mr. Toast? Mr. Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Please
Okay.
let me get, because we'll talk about week 1 too.
I'm getting a little too hyped up.
We'll talk about week 1.
So the end of the poll, who's going to the playoffs in your opinion?
NFC championship.
NFC Championship, I'm sorry.
The Bucks.
The Bucks. I think the Bucks or Lions are.
I'll go with the Lions.
Okay.
I'll go with the Lions.
Bucks just look good right now. They might tail off, but
I was surprised that they won that game, but
I was too.
The Lions. I think what happened. Amon Ra went down early. Well, not early, late. With injuries, and then the Lions just couldn't get anything going offensively.
No, they were stale. I mean, Baker came down to earth a little bit, but he still looks good.
Right.
So
right.
Yeah.
Colton, you asked, how do we feel about Bronny and LeBron?
No. We've been haunted by this conversation for a while.
To his defense, this is first time coming on.
Oh no, absolutely, yeah. No, welcome in. Yeah, we've touched on it. I mean, we got like 3 episodes on it, I think. Yeah,
it makes for a good story.
Yeah.
But realistically, I mean, there's been a lot of chatter like he's setting him up. He's ultimately setting him up to fail because he's not really giving him the keys to success right now. It's still in like, oh, we're gonna win a championship. So when he retires, it's like, okay, well, what do? We have holes to fill, and what are we gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
So, how do I feel? Great hallmark story, to be honest with you, but on the back end, it's a lot worse than we think.
Yeah.
Let's see. Wow, that's crazy. DE said Ronnie looked like Ash Ketchum with jeans.
Oh my god.
That is tough. Miles said
that was a stray.
Miles said, fellas, good evening. Did I miss us cooking on our favorite teams? Here and there, I was already crashing out. We're like 12 minutes in, and I'm unstable.
He's getting there.
I'm tweaking. And then D said, I just want to say, Sean, my Steelers are confirmed better than the Eagles. Falcons beat you. Man, y'all barely winning these games. Shut up. Shut the hell up.
Oh, Sean's getting mad. Yeah, he's getting mad.
Y'all are barely winning. Let's talk about that. In your defense, the defense is the only thing that's holding y'all together, and a competent quarterback. If y'all had Kenny pick them off, y'all would still be losing. But you know what?
Kenny pick him off. Damn.
We got him as a backup. I don't know what it is about Pennsylvania teams, but all right. Let's get in. Where do we start?
I don't know. I mean, do you want to start with week 1?
Actually,
this is pretty much primarily like a football episode, I think.
So I did see some stuff about Conor McGregor's fight is officially, because it was rescheduled again, and then it's officially
canceled. So Michael Chandler, who he has been meaning to fight, has taken a different fight. He's done waiting for McGregor.
Right.
So he's fighting in November. So McGregor doesn't have a fight, but Chandler's like, oh, we'll weigh the options after. Right. So essentially, he's not fighting this year because Chandler's fighting in November, so he would have to wait till like January, February.
Understood.
So yeah, there's no McGregor fight on the horizon.
Okay, I saw that over the weekend. I was like, oh shoot, we definitely gotta talk about that. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. And honestly, I don't blame him because McGregor
Chandler, I feel bad for because he's waited about 1.5 years for this. This is like his big money fight. I mean, stupid amount of money. And he's tired of it because, McGregor plays games. So he's...
McGregor having too much fun on this anyways.
Exactly. And Chandler's 37. Right. So he doesn't have the rest of his life to wait. So he's moving on. He's going to take a next fight. So, good for him. But we will see.
Miles, you said Bronny and Braun screw him. And you also said you're done with football, water polo season. The whole show can stay on football, us cooking all of our teams above. Come on, man. I mean, we gotta cover some stuff.
He's jumping out of the Jags bandwagon. Yeah. They're coming back, maybe.
Oh, I saved a link for what Deshaun Jackson and Shady McCoy said about
the Jags,
or particularly Trevor Lawrence.
Oh,
they compared him to
Bank Field.
They compared him to Tim Tebow.
Oh my god!
Bro had the height of Tim Tebow, but the performance is lackluster, to say the least.
You know what is absolutely egregious is that we did the overrated thing, and I defended him, and now I'm not defending him anymore.
You know what's great? It's funny too because I just told Devin I've been cooking Derek Carr for a season and a half.
This is an MVP. This is the MVP.
He just told me
MVP chase. Derek Carr and Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Yo,
How we cooked it up in the beginning of the year.
They were spinning the block on my bitch ass because I'm sitting here like, man, Derek Carr already wrote, bro.
Derek Carr's even doing it with less.
44 on them Cowboys.
Oh boy, he hit in the end zone.
Bro, what?
I know, he hit him with the
right.
Dude, I said someone reposted that. I was like, what's he doing?
No, for real.
God bless him, man.
I seen that strike to I forget Rashad
Shaheed.
Bro,
yeah.
What?
And Shaheed has like 50 fantasy points. He got picked up in like 70% of leagues after this week.
Joint don't make sense. See, like, the fraudulent Niners are in disarray right now. Like,
Darnold, I would have put if you put a gun to my head and you said pick one of them to have a better season, I would say Darnold because he had more weapons. But because I thought Derek Carr, I would have just wrote him off. I was like, it's over.
I want to pick Derek Carr, Darnold.
I would have said Darnold had a better chance because he has Addison and Jefferson.
Well, bro is still injured.
Addison got hurt. Yeah.
Damn, he working with us, and then Jettas went out with it.
And what? Carr's working with Olave, Shaheed,
the ghost of Kamara.
But I just thought that
I mean, no, he's still good, but he's not. I think he's a tad bit past his prime. He's
not prime, but there's still there's light at the end. There's a little bit of life in him.
Yeah.
But they're both working with not a lot, and I'm like, dude, I would have never. You couldn't have put enough money on it to convince me that they would be this good this early on.
My fault. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I was gonna say the passing. Did you see the passing leaders this far? It's like Purdy, it's Lamar, it's Minshew for passing yards.
No, how Purdy? Because bro, barely.
Where was it?
All them trick plays and jet sweeps and
I'm tired of it.
I mean the backup running back got more. Whoever picked him up in fantasy is eating right now.
Top 5. Okay, so it's Jackson, Goff, Stafford, Minshew, Purdy. Purdy, yeah. I know,
Weren't you dogging him when we was taking up?
Yeah, I was looking for Aiden O'Connell in the chat. Chat, where's Aiden O'Connell?
Yo, that is crazy. We were all eating our world. You didn't say nothing. I'm eating my words. And Ronnie, I'm eating ish right now.
Receiving yards: Nico Collins, Chris Godwin, Jameson Williams, Malik Neighbors, Jay Jettis.
I figured because they were going off.
Sacks is Keon White with 4, Patrick Jones with 4.
Who the heck?
Keon White Patriots, Patrick Jones Vikings. Yeah. And then Aiden Hutchins has got 5.5. And here's a stat for you guys. You guys want to be included?
No.
Top 5 rushing yards.
Okay, Hurts.
Ramondre, Saquon, Josh Jacobs, Jordan Mason, J.K. Dobbins.
Interceptions. I was about to end this stream and start.
He's probably up there with interceptions.
100%.
Yeah, I think he's got 2 or 3 or 4. I think it's 3.
He threw 2 against the Packers and 1.
No, he had 2 against the Falcons. I think he had 1 against the Packers. What Jalen?
That Rio game was hot ass. I'm just saying. Real quick, Miles, you said the Jags can move to London for all you care. That's tough.
Yeah. Get him out of there.
And Colton, you asked. Well, we're all music heads here. He asked us if we listened to Kanye's Vultures 1 and 2 album.
I think the first one, yes. Not number 2 yet.
I've listened to a little bit of the first one. I haven't finished. I did listen to Big Sean's album, and I was highly disappointed. I understand the premise of the album. I was just disappointed because that album made no sense.
Big Sean in 2024? Can't be good.
He dropped the album. That album made absolutely no sense. He was I understood the premise. It's a new Big Sean. He got a family, got a kid, new perspective on life, lease on life. The songs made no sense. They were everywhere, absolutely everywhere.
You hate to see it.
I was highly disappointed. But
your boy's got 3 touchdowns, 3 picks. By the way, Hurts.
Passing?
Yes.
Okay.
3 passing touchdowns and then 3 picks.
Okay.
So he's on a great pace. Yeah.
Kanye has been put a bunch of. Colton, can you clean that up a little bit for me? Kanye did what? about a bunch of nitrous.
Oh yeah, he's been doing some Galaxy gas.
Oh, okay, got you.
Or I think it's from the dentist's office, whatever it was.
Got it. Okay, understood.
Yeah, it's Galaxy gas.
All right. I really don't know where to start. I actually small topics because I know we got like.
Yeah, I know. I had a bunch written down, and now I don't know if they're relevant anymore. But
honestly,
Tua?
Oh God. Well, we'll get to Tua.
Oh yeah, we'll talk. Oh,
I'm tired, brother.
no. AP was very critical, but that's the generation where he comes from. So
yeah. Woj is retiring. You saw that?
So Miles actually put that in the group chat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call. I think what I truly think is that there's something going on that he sees. Because there's no way you just up and retire out of nowhere, dog.
Well, I agree. Because at the end of his statement, he lost the passion for it.
Okay.
That doesn't strike me as true. I mean, I'm not telling him what to say and what to think, but I don't know. You do it for 30 years.
Right.
You're still in your 50s, 60s.
Right.
I feel like, I don't know.
I mean, to be a GM of a basketball team.
That was a little weird, too.
So that's what I'm thinking. Like, he must see something at ESPN, or he was waiting
to get his opportunity.
Right.
Unless they just paid him a stupid amount of money. I mean, to me, as a college team, I wouldn't look for an ESPN breaking news guy to be my GM too.
Right.
I don't know what they see, but I mean, good for him for getting out because there's something there.
Correct. Yeah. It just doesn't. It doesn't sit well because I'm like, unless he sees something within that's like
that's gonna be
okay, or he sees the change that's coming and he just waited for his contract to expire.
Maybe they were trying to get Shams over him. They wanted to go younger. They thought he was gonna have a little more spark, so they were trying to force him out. I don't know.
Possibly.
I think he's next on because his contract had expired with the Athletics, so I think he's gonna end up getting signed by ESPN.
Right.
But yeah, it's weird. It's just a little abrupt.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what we were talking about too. I was like, okay. I think the writing on the wall, like he saw the writing on the wall, but he definitely got out before. Yo, don't tell me I got the game on too. Oh, come on. I just noticed that.
Oh.
I'll hold
we
that.
Doubled up.
That is crazy. Dang, Miles, you never like Woj?
Whoa. No Woj bombs.
Yeah, that's tough. And Colton, you said, imagine Tua retires and Brady comes back and plays for the Dolphins.
No shot.
They've been talking. I mean, like, I think if you would have caught this like last year, he would have. But I think it's like a little too late.
I mean, is chilling.
He is set.
Calling plays. I was like, why do you keep calling these games that like
also
a Cowboys game?
Well, I'll give him credit because he did improve this week. I will say the first week he fell flat. I was like, I don't know if you listened to it, but not it. He had no passion for it. He'd be like, "Oh, Mike is gonna come off the edge there. Oh, he did. Look, there's a sack." Like, no enthusiasm. I'm like, dude.
I mean, I'd rather hear unenthusiastic Tom Brady than an over-enthusiastic
Chris Collinsworth or Tony Romo. Jim, I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah, I'd rather hear Tom Brady monotone as hell. I'll still watch that.
It makes me feel comforted. I don't want to hear, I don't know, Mahomes, buddy. Yeah, dude. That was the same way I felt about Collinsworth. What was it? Opening night on Thursday Night Football against the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, it was. I don't want to do the motion on here, but like, dude, all over Mahomes. Yeah. Look at that throw. We have never seen that throw. I'm like,
That's why I hate that they're televised and like on Sunday nights too. I almost have to watch it muted.
Dude, Gardner Minshew could do a sideways or like a side arm pass. He'd get go. That looks a little Mahomey. That looks like something Mahomes would do. Like, dude, your world does not revolve around him.
Oh yeah, it does. That's how you get paid.
I know.
Been there so long.
Bro, it's so annoying. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh man. Colton, what were you trying to type, bro? Got me thinking mods are going ham in here. It's crazy. It's already week 4 of college football.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
I'm like,
we're moving along, everything.
I'm like, damn, this junk just started. All right. So a few things I had. So Jerry Jones on Cowboys running back room, he said we were pleased. We could have had some better protection with our running backs. I don't see a change that could involve Dalvin Cook this week. Bro is I don't even think Bro played.
No.
I don't think he played since.
It's been Zeke and Rico Dowdy or Dowdle, whatever his name is. Yeah. Which Zeke has been holding his own. I will actually give him credit.
Right.
I wrote him off. But,
right.
Yeah.
He did enough.
He did enough, yeah. Not like, oh my God, Pro Bowl.
Right.
But he's done enough to hold his own. Yeah.
Did you guys happen to see the ending of Sunday Night Football where CJ was trying to talk to
Caleb? Yes.
And what was your guys' take on that?
Well, I'll put it this way. CJ is miles better than Caleb.
Right.
He has a right to speak to him that way.
Right.
It's a little weird because they are kind of the same age. I'm like, I don't know if you're going to give like veteran advice. You're in your second year. But, I mean, I think he was just trying to be nice. I don't think it was anything malicious. But like I said, yeah, he has a right to talk to him like that. What'd you think? Did you see that? It was pretty much...
So, basically...
Yeah.
Basically, that was just... after the game, that was just a picture of CJ and Caleb. Basically, CJ was just... He wasn't trying to little bro him, but he was basically like, yo, like, he came up to him first. He said, yo, start sliding. He was trying to just give him a little advice.
Yeah.
And Caleb, University of Spoiled Children, in one ear, out the other. And then then he tried to dab him up and leave, and he's like, nah, like he brought him back. And he was like, yo, you're talented, you're number one for a reason. Do what you gotta do and you'll be successful. That's what he was basically saying. But the picture captures it as Caleb had his poor body language. And he wasn't really trying to hear it.
Yeah.
It's like advice that Brady would have given to a rookie year. I don't know, a rookie year Mahomes.
Right.
But like obviously, like the age discrepancy, it's like kind of the same area. But like I said, I mean, Caleb was frustrated. Mm-hmm. He's 0-2, or he's 1-1, but should 0-2.
Yeah, that Titans game.
That was they didn't win that. Titans lost that. Yeah, but 100%. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think Caleb probably needs a little advice. Will he take it? I don't know. But
I think this is the sign of the times of like we're in a different age of players and
yes.
Like I mean, you're more inclined to hear something from like Brady, Rivers, both Mannings, and Roethlisberger's, like that whole generation of quarterback. Like if they said something to you, like yo, shut up and listen. But now it's just like, oh, a dog, like you a year older than me. Like he's not even thinking about the fact that he went far in the playoffs as a rookie.
No, CJ Stroud's going to be the dude in 10, 15 years. He is going to be like the pinnacle of like respectable quarterbacks.
Correct.
He's like, presents himself well, all about the Lord, very humble, great player, very, under the radar kind of thing. So like he's going to be the benchmark for a lot of people in 10, 15 years. Right. But that's why I think Caleb should listen, man. Mm-hmm. But he might be too stuck up for it right now.
Yep. And, we saw that at the University of Spoiled Children.
Yes.
And, we were figuring like, all right, is that USC, like, he'll mature out of that. And we literally called it too. And
the offense, and I know we'll probably get a little bit more into Chicago's game plan. It's not all his fault. The offense is still very poorly ran.
100%.
The offensive line's having issues. Their play calling is not great. Mm-hmm. I don't know what they're doing half the time. Like I'm watching the Texans game, and I'm like, why would you call that on second, third down? Mm-hmm. Offensive line's not giving him a lot of time to throw. So there's like issues there, and it's not all on Caleb, but
100%.
He needs to take advice from people that are better than him.
And I also think it's like I feel like we're just watching Justin Fields part 2 with the Bears. Nothing.
It almost makes me question why'd you do all that when you could have drafted Marvin Harrison, kept Fields. Mm-hmm. Fields is holding his own in Pittsburgh. He's not great, but he's doing exactly what Caleb Williams is doing right now. So
struggling.
Yes.
The only difference is he actually has talent around him. So that's not even.
And Justin Fields has a better defense. Mm-hmm. Chicago's defense is fine, but Pittsburgh's is top 5.
Better.
So yeah.
And Has Cole Komet even played?
I haven't heard his name much at all.
I saw both games. I did not
I
hear
think
Cole Komet once.
Adunze, I think, got hurt in the first game. I haven't heard Keenan Allen much at all.
He injured his heel.
Okay, well that makes sense. We're on the injured Keenan Allen kick.
I think he was injured week 1 because I didn't see him. Or
I didn't either. Was it?
I think he was. He played week 1. He did not. I don't think he did.
I haven't heard his name much. And then DeAndre Swift's been very mid.
He's been active, but I mean, behind that O-line though.
I think I had him. He's on my bench in fantasy. He went, I think, 15 carries, 40 yards.
Yeah.
Last week.
Yeah.
It's like very fucking.
But that's a good defense though.
It is a good defense. Yeah, it is a good defense. But yeah, Chicago some teams just have issues, and putting good players there is not going to change anything. Definitely. There's more they need to look into.
I think that's what that franchise has backwards. Like, oh, we'll fix our problems with good key pieces. You have key pieces.
Yeah. The schemes are wrong. The coaching's bad. Eberflus is not a great head coach.
100%.
I don't know.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Colton, you asked, do we listen to that new Playboy Cardi song? I'm gonna be real. I listened to probably the first minute and a half, and I got out of there.
He dropped the album, or is it just the song?
Oh,
just the song.
Yeah, I think it's called All Red.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I listened to it a little bit. I was like,
yeah, I haven't listened to it.
I was like, I'm normally cool with Future being on.
Future.
I was cool with him being on features, but I'm just like, yo, this beat is ass. I think that's
Playboy Cardi lost me when he started doing the whiny voice thing.
Yeah, bro, sort of lost me when he went the whole demon route too.
That that little combination. He changed his flow.
Yeah, his ad-libs.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, bro was cool when he was with ASAP and them.
When he was doing like the Uzi features and stuff like that, I loved it. But he's got a little off the rail for me.
He switched to a deep voice. Oh nah.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, that's what
Oh shit.
Said. Nah, yeah,
I don't know.
Let's see. All right, fellas, let's get into some college football now. We'll talk about. Do we want to talk about? We'll just talk about
FSU. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, we'll talk about usual suspects. I'll start that Georgia game.
Yeah, that was insane.
That Georgia game was closer than I really thought it was. I thought it was going to be,
We started watching the UFC prelims, and then I clicked on ESPN, and it was like 13-12.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
I'm like, yo, what the?
Kentucky is always scrappy. They've always have been.
I mean, but damn, this scrappy?
But that takes a lot.
That would have been an upset.
Oh, that would have been insane.
Crazy ass.
Well, it caused Georgia to drop. They should have beat them more convincingly than that. I mean,
are they? It shows on here. Hold on.
There should be number 2 now.
Okay. Yeah.
Texas is 1. Georgia's 2.
Yo,
steamrolled Michigan.
Yeah.
And speaking of Texas, Archie Manning got some wheels.
Yeah, they're loving that dude.
What? No, did y'all see that little graphic they put on Instagram?
With the Tyreek Hill?
Yeah.
Pearson? Yeah.
That was major cap.
There's no way. He was not moving that quick.
Hell no.
He was very nicely gliding, but he was not speeding.
Right.
I was like, there's no way.
He just had the better angle. That's how he scored. I mean, but I'm not discrediting his speed, but they were saying, Dave, I don't know if you saw the graphic. It said Archie Manning ran in that game 20.7 miles, and then they had Tyreek Hill 20.3.
They're saying he ran faster than Tyreek.
Check the statistics.
I don't even know. But what run do you compare it to? Because maybe they compared it to a run when Tyreek was hurt. I don't know.
I mean, maybe bro didn't have to run that hard on a route, and then he just.
That's
scored.
what I'm saying. What if it was from the 15-yard line?
Right.
I don't know what we're comparing it to.
I mean, maybe bro was going 40%, and then he was just able to score off. I don't know, man.
It just doesn't make sense to me. I'm like, he's not faster than Tyreek Hill. He would be a wide receiver. They would convert him.
I low-key was having a struggle.
Yeah.
I was just like, ain't no
very
way,
very much confused.
For real, ain't no way. So both Florida teams.
Shit.
Yeah. Well, Miami's doing good. Good for them, but
no, major sports teams.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lie. After I low-key started writing the Hurricanes out like a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, they just happen to be better than them.
Good Lord. They put up 62. Who's playing it? They have that junk on.
Oh, Miami?
Yeah, recruit mode. Good Lord.
Who are they playing?
Ball State. I don't know. Ball State University.
Ball so hard University. God damn.
So I think this is a race of which Florida team's going to get a first dub. Because this is looking.
Yeah, we were joking about that FSU Florida game. It's really going to be like televised on, I don't even know what. We're going to be watching it on the freaking gas station pump TVs.
100%.
There's going to be, it's bad. It's not good.
Yo, Miles, if you still here, who do you think is going to get a dub first, FSU or Florida?
Well, we got one. We're 1-2. They're 0-3.
Oh.
We beat Samford.
Oh, y'all did?
Sam.
Yeah. Samford. Yeah.
Oh,
that was last week. It was like 45-10, I think.
Oh, how did I miss that? Miles didn't say nothing.
Well, because it's like a moral victory. I mean, we were supposed to beat them, but take what you can get.
Oh, Colton, did we see Tito Jackson pass away? Yeah, we did.
I did see that. Yeah.
R.I.P. to them. Miles, you said FSU and Florida are going to be on Tubi. FSU is poo-poo, and UF is poo, because we suck.
Yeah, they're poo-poo. UF is poo. We're not poo-poo. We're just poo. I feel like we got more light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, man. Oh, okay, so y'all got a dub.
Yeah. FSU, no bueno.
FSU is winless.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
USF is a better.
USF has a better record than both of them?
Yeah.
What are they, 2-1?
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're 2-1.
USF got a better. Oh no! All right.
It's not good.
Florida fans are officially on suicide watch.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. After that, UF and FSU might win a combined 3 games.
I don't even know if that's possible.
Bro said I quit football. Oh my God, yo! You know it's crazy because after that, I have not seen a lot of people repping Florida colors at all.
I've been selective, but FSU sucks too, so it's fine. Like if I wore a Gators hat out, and if someone had an FSU shirt on, they can't talk shit.
Oh yeah,
you haven't won a game. We won one game.
I mean, y'all would just have to hug it out because
y'all just cry together. Yeah, let's cry together. God.
Oh man. Other notable games from this past week: LSU and South Carolina. That went to the wire. LSU won by 3. That was a good game. I think that one. I don't remember if that one was televised. And then y'all lost to Texas A&M.
Yeah. Lost to the backup quarterback.
Texas looking good. Tennessee just ran the meter off this team. And Georgia barely won a game. And then week 2 notable games. Boise State and Oregon. Oregon won by 3. Colorado and Nebraska. I definitely meant to bring that up. So Colorado, I'm understanding why nobody likes this team now. Sorry to say, maybe. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, it's Shedeur Sanders.
So I know it was that, but like, it's the fact that I'll be working, I'll turn on First Take, and they are literally just like the Lakers. It's always something with this team. And before I go off on a tangent, Miles, you said I wear Gator stuff around people laugh at me and give me Kleenex tissue.
We're sorry this happened to you.
Bro said USF has more swagger than us. And then he said, Ronnie, UF and FSU should be in Division 3. Yo. Division 3?
Until Graham Mertz is out of my program, I will continue to cry each week. Yeah.
You guys don't know who to start.
Well, Napier's got to go.
Shit.
Napier, they got to throw him in the dumpster, and then they can throw Graham Mertz into What
Hey,
can
put in
Graham?
a quarterback.
Graham Mertz can be like a garbage man.
You
They can put him in the
quarterback.
back of the garbage.
Oh, he's doing bad. Let me take him out. This guy's even doing worse. Let me put the other one back in.
Because they're throwing a true freshman against freaking. I mean, he wasn't prepared. The team makes me really mad. Not good.
Colton, what algorithm is this? Yeah, who are you sub to? That's what I want to know. Mama said Colorado, I don't like them. No more. They're cocky for no good, and winning 2 games a year. So my thing is with Nebraska, where was all that energy, bro? You know, and then for the game that they played, Lord, who did they play? I forget.
Nebraska looks good.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Who? Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah.
Oh.
Can we talk about that again? I want to talk about it again because it's getting worse.
Why is this? Are there no good quarterbacks in the league to replicate other than Pat Mahomes?
Hey, why do you wear 15?
Because of Tim Tebow? Sure you wear it because of Tim Tebow. You lying sack of shit.
Meanwhile,
it blows me away. I mean, you do the pregame taunt.
Yep.
You wear the same headband, same haircut, same armbands, same throwing motion.
Come on, man.
Everything. I can't remember someone back in the day that replicated Brady.
No. No Brady, no Manning,
no Breeze,
Rivers, or both Mannings. Everybody wanted to be Vic.
Yeah. There were Vic duplicates. There were some Favre duplicates with throwing motions, but there really wasn't anyone that head to toe.
Right, and they didn't even it just so happened that they had the same throwing motion.
Yeah,
it wasn't even.
They would mimic their playing style after them, but this is head to toe.
Yeah.
You are trying to be another grown man.
Right.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Stop.
I mean,
it's no.
It's just I get it. I mean, I was the same way when I was playing basketball, and I was a huge D Rose fan, but I was like, well,
how old are you?
Yeah, that's another good point. This is an 18, 19-year-old kid.
That's true.
Yeah.
You got me there. I think I was still in high school.
It's like watching a movie when you're like 6. You're like,
I'm Spider-Man.
I'm now an army man. He lives it every day.
No. You know, so that's a good point because this was back in high school. So that's good.
He even does the zesty walk and stuff too, with the arms down and the shoulders moving. I'm like, he is literally trying to copy another grown man. It's weird.
But he has State Farm too.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. For real?
I guarantee you, all of his insurance, car, house,
it's all
State Farm.
God, imagine going into his living room or his bedroom.
You got the whole Hey Arnold shrine, but for Pat Mahomes.
Oh, I feel like Pat Mahomes covered in the wall.
Yeah,
he gonna get him a white girl too with the same name.
Someone said until he gets a white girl that looks like Nicolas Cage, the arc is not over yet.
Oh my God! Why?
It's not complete.
Oh,
Nick like that.
They need he needs a resting bitch face. Girl looks like Nicolas Cage to complete the arc.
He don't even sound like Kermit.
No, wait till he picks that accent up. Oh my God.
Hey guys.
He's gonna be like, no, I got a call, guys. I just sound like this right now. They're like, yeah, he's never gonna drop.
Miles, you said I play college football 25 and Madden 25 to make my soul feel better about my football teams again. Bro said in parentheses, and I don't own Madden. Tough.
It's like those videos.
Florida's actually not bad in NCAA, so if you play them,
with the breathing hard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The lick back one. Yeah. That was y'all on Monday night.
Oh, 100%. Oh, yeah. Actually, that was us in the Super Bowl.
No, I would have been.
Oh, that was the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah.
You went to bed after that? I would have been breaking shit in the house. God bless you.
I crashed out.
I was gonna lay there for a while.
I crashed out.
God.
And I sat out there. I was just like, I was talking to her very loudly.
Like I like watching the Jags because I have no expectation.
Well,
it's so peaceful.
Yeah,
it's so peaceful. And then the Eagles play.
They
Monday night.
It's like getting cock blocked. It's like you see a cute girl, you go up to her, and then her friend just comes along, and she's like, "Oh, we got to take her home." You guys are ahead. You look good. Then your wonderful head coach or your smart, poetic quarterback throws a pick.
D, you said you sent food pictures in Discord. Show the boys. Okay,
DC. The defensive coordinator.
Oh yeah, Fangio.
Fix it, Vic.
Zach was crashing out about Fangio.
Yeah, I got you. Hold up.
You said that, D? Some ballpark food?
Yo, what the hell?
Some glizzy goblin?
Bro got glizzy. What is this? Is that fruity?
What game is he at?
It's
D. What game are you?
It's
at?
fruit roll-ups on a hot dog with macaroni and bacon.
Is that? It's cereal, mac and cheese,
and bacon.
Bacon on a dog.
Oh, I know I can feel my chest closing.
My heartburn.
Yeah.
That's rough, buddy.
DE, I know you guys are 2-0, but you don't have to celebrate that hard.
Colton, no way did that video change your life. I'm calling cap. All right. I'm sorry. Okay. Colorado, because I remember Philly. I was trying to get off the Philly track. So Colorado. So in that game against Nebraska, got the brake speed off them. Couldn't get anything offensively. Getting sacked a ton. Then they played. I don't know why it's not showing up on this one. They played. Oh. I'm sorry. I have to look up the game now. Colorado.
They played Colorado State.
Was it Colorado?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I think.
For some reason, it's not even showing up on this. So they played Colorado State. Apparently, the quarterback for Colorado State made some jokes about social media.
He did, and then Shador just didn't want to interact with him.
So, bro was telling the truth, and they took offense to it, which means that it gotta be true.
Well, I'll give Shador a little bit of credit on that. I understand where he's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking shit on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
He went to shake your hand. He won't say it to your face.
Facts.
People were slandering him, and usually I'm on the side of let's slander Colorado.
Right.
But this one I'm like, nah, because I think this dude's he was hiding behind a keyboard, and then he saw Shador and wanted to get on the camera, oh, hey, bud.
Yeah.
No, he was. Yeah.
Okay.
I get that. I get where he was coming from on that.
So I'm glad you brought that up, because
Yeah.
I didn't know. I literally just saw the end. Like when someone reacts and it's always the second person who gets caught. The second person was me watching that video.
The other quarterback, he made some comments about it wasn't anything really bad, but it was let's see how they start talking after we take care of business on Saturday. Something that was a little competitive, little jab at him, and then he went up to him afterwards, and Shador didn't like it. People obviously took that the wrong way because they don't like Shador, and it was wait till he gets to the NFL. He's a little boy. He's gonna get handled, whatever. But no, I think he was right on that. It's I would have done the same thing.
Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, Dion is basically just giving the middle finger to reporters.
Yeah.
Now, and you're just we're not even answering y'all's questions. Bump y'all. Y'all really just up here trying to really get, not even clickbait, but y'all really just setting us up to slander this team.
Shador is his father's son. That dude is the same. He's a carbon copy of him. 100%. And I'm it's entertaining for us to watch, but I do get why people get tired of it, because at some point, especially when you're not winning, it's not as cute.
Yeah,
no one wants to hear that.
It's at some point in time, it's you just want to have it just solely about football.
Yes,
but every time I tune in, or it's
the opposite.
Right,
it's never about football.
Right.
Yeah,
and I think it's to the media's advantage, so they can actually make that team look worse than what's really going on.
Oh, for sure.
Because everybody's there. Always got athletes, rappers.
Yes.
So it's
for sure. They got everyone. It's like a star-studded gathering. But he's it's what is it? It's All-Star Weekend for NBA. It is every time they play.
Someone's always in attendance and always on the sideline.
In Dion's defense, he did give that program a facelift.
He did.
Because people kind of discredit it and say, oh, well, he's just a showman. He's a BSer. But he did give him a facelift. He's brought a lot of money in. He's brought a lot of good players in. So I give him credit. But, eventually, like I said, that act gets tired when you're not winning. So
Agreed. Other takeaways from last week's games were Arkansas and Oklahoma State that went into OT, and Oklahoma State won. Kansas State beat Tulane 34-27. Wow, these games are a little bit closer. Let's see. Iowa State beat Iowa by 1 point last week.
Yep. That was the Brock Purdy George Kittle game.
Oklahoma beat Houston by 4. And that was it. Okay, so good question, Colton. Did the Panthers make a good call by benching Bryce? We're actually going to talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
We're actually about to wrap up week 4 of NCAA, and then we'll actually pivot over to NFL. So notable games. We have number 24 at Illinois versus number 22 Nebraska. That is actually Friday at 8 p.m. Then let's see, we have Clemson, NC State on Saturday. UCLA versus LSU on Saturday. Let's see, we have USC versus Michigan at 3:30 on Saturday. That should be a good game. We have 2 Florida teams undefeated. Miami versus South Florida. Then we have, towards the evening, we have Tennessee versus Oklahoma at 7:30. That should also be a good game. And then Kansas State versus BYU at the final slot at 10:30. Again, not sure why it's not giving me like everyone's schedule. I'm pretty sure it's because teams already have buys and stuff, so that's probably why.
Yeah, they're starting to get onto that.
But I just know that there's games that are on here that will be televised or playing that there's just not listed. So I'll do a better job, and I do apologize. I'll get a better listing next week. So I'm not sitting here looking stupid. And that is our week 4 preview. Football is back in full rotation. It's actually been very good. Almost some upsets, but typically early in the season we'll have our usual suspects as far as teams. So, well, our bread and butter of the pod.
Here we go.
As a quick update for the poll, it looks like the Lions are running away with this at 50%. Then we have Eagles at 33%. And then the Packers, Bucks, Falcons, one of those teams got a vote at 17%. So let's talk about this quarterback conundrum.
Ooh, okay.
Where y'all want to start? It's both messy, both career defining in a way. Let's go Panthers first.
Okay, yeah. This one's pretty simple to me in my head, but
I think it has a lot to do with
last season and this season.
I think this is an NFL problem versus a team problem. But no. Like, well, I'll let y'all go because I don't want to yap.
So no, I get it.
So I'll let y'all go first. What's your perspective?
What do you think? I'll pitch it this way: right move or wrong move to bench him?
I think it's a good move. Who's your backup?
Andy Dalton.
Oh yeah,
the Red Reaper. Yeah.
The Reaper now,
dude. Every single time he's been a backup, something happens. He ends up coming in.
Is this going to turn to a Jeff Flacco moment of last year?
This is
could be.
Don't ask me why. I don't want to get into it. I have a disdain for Andy Dalton. I don't like him. I don't know why.
What the hell did he do?
I have no idea.
He's lost a lot of
no idea. It's just something about him. He just the aura he puts forth. I'm like, I just don't like it. It's just so pedestrian. It's so middle of the road.
Was it all the way back in Cincy?
No, actually, Cincy I thought he was all right, but then he went to Dallas, and then he went to Chicago, and then he went New Orleans is where it really killed me. Something about him in New Orleans. I'm like, this team sucks so much more because he's quarterback.
But that team already was that when Thomas was. Was that when he was injured?
Yeah, because I think Olave. I think that was his rookie year.
Bro had like a bucket and a pail. The bucket was Kamara, and the pail was whoever he was going to.
something just I don't
that
know.
team the success of that team to me was more so of the Saints are like they're the one team in the league that doesn't bother to trade. They'll get vets.
They keep their vets. They just sign, and draft some people in the middle.
Right.
But
I'm just like, they're not making moves to put themselves in a better situation. But then we're sitting up here like, why does this team suck? Well, I wonder why.
It's just I like to go back and to jump off the Andy Dalton slander.
Yeah.
I don't know what Andy Dalton's going to do for your team when your team is the way it is right now.
I mean,
it's not all Bryce Young.
You want Tim Boyle throwing the ball?
I surely do not. Okay. Where is he at? He's in Miami now.
Oh my! He's still in the league?
I forgot to tell you because I heard on Thursday Night Football they were like, "Yeah, we got Skylar Thompson, and then Tim Boyle is your second option."
Who is his agent?
I almost crashed out, and I didn't. I don't even care, but I almost crashed out. I'm like, this dude does not need to be playing.
I thought we buried that man on Thursday night when he played that day.
The Black Friday game?
For real.
I couldn't believe it. I heard his name, and I went, "Oh my god, this is."
Yo, if we don't like anybody on this pod, it might be Tim Boyle. Bro did not do anything to us, but with those stats, he should not be in the league.
Yeah, as an American professional football quarterback for the Miami Dolphins.
So you're telling me that he got a no?
And realistically, we can say he's probably going to be the backup this week.
Freaking way.
Better not see him out there if you're a Dolphins fan.
Well, that's if Huntley throwing to the other team.
Well, yeah, I mean they're going to get him out there, but I don't know. But to go back to the Panthers topic, I don't think Andy Dalton's going to win you 5 or 6 more games. I think your team is just screwed. Their defense is clearly bad. They're just bad. They're just not good. Mm-hmm. There's nothing there that's redeeming. And they've already screwed Bryce Young up.
Right.
I'm not saying Bryce Young was going to be like an MVP, but it's a little disheartening, especially when you had Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield on the roster, and they go somewhere else, and they look like that.
And then you ship away all of their pieces. Everybody else gets hurt. Derek Burns ends up... Is he still on the team?
Brian Burns went to the Giants. They traded him there.
Ew, even worse.
Yes. God bless him. He's going through a lot right now.
Went from a raging dumpster fire to a burning... Oh, I can't...
Yeah. We know what you meant. Yeah, well, you traded away McCaffrey, DJ Moore, Brian Burns, and realistically, you got like Bryce Young and like 2 second-round picks out of it. Mm-hmm. And look how that turned out.
Oh, and Miles Sanders, who was supposed to do something.
They signed Miles Sanders, has done nothing. They have Adam Thielen, who's disgruntled because he's not getting the ball, so on and so forth. The team's a mess. It's honestly, it would piss me off if I was a Panthers fan, like to the point where I would like riot in the street. Because they do nothing. They've legitimately sabotaged the franchise. You could have had C.J. Stroud, who's giving advice to a rookie quarterback right now and has the Texans 2-0, but they decided to pick the midget. And not only pick the midget, but screw the midget up with a bad old line. It's crazy.
This is a valid crash out.
It's crazy. I feel bad for Bryce Young. From everything I've heard, he's a nice guy. He does not deserve to be stuck in
allowed to say that?
Huh? What to call him a midget?
Oh, yeah, we're good.
He's on the smaller side of things. It's fine.
That's midget.
I'm like his height. I'm like his height, but he's a quarterback in the NFL, so there's like a difference, you know? It's just crazy.
Miles said, I feel bad for Bryce.
I do too.
That's why that guy asked for his autograph.
And said, keep your... And that dude was like a scalper, too. He was like a 45-year-old bald dude with like a tucked-in polo.
Bro. That's how you know. That's how you know shit is bad.
He said, keep your head up.
Oh, my God, bro.
Bryce said, okay.
I didn't cringe watching that, but I almost wanted to cry.
Sometimes I cringe on those. I have to turn the volume down or just...
I wanted to cry for bro because I'm like, damn.
He's sunning you right now. This dude's like 45 years old.
Unintentionally.
He's stuck there for what, 2 more years?
3 more years.
Oh God, they did.
You got because it's a 5-year deal, and then they got 4 guaranteed. They decline your 5th if they want to.
I bet you there's no trade clause in that joint too.
I honestly think they could end up shipping him out.
He gotta be stuck. Ain't no way. Miles, you said maybe I'll be a Panthers or Giants fan. I'll expect disappointment.
That's fair.
Who's shorter, Bryce or Kyler? I was actually thinking about that. I'm about to look that up right now.
It's Bryce.
It's got to be Bryce.
Bryce is shorter than
Kyler was cracking me up on Sunday, though. We were watching that game.
Kyler's 5'9". Damn, Bryce is shorter.
They mark them higher than they are. There's no way that Bryce is like 5'10".
That brother already 27?
Who?
Kyler.
Oh,
crap. I shouldn't have said nothing. Oh,
he's getting up there. I don't know if he deserves a contract extension.
All right. Kyler is 5'10". Bryce.
There's no way Bryce is taller.
Oh, he's mad. He's hella shorter.
Shorter.
Ain't no way they're the same height.
I don't believe it. I think Kyler's 5'9" and Bryce is like 5'7".
How do you get to be a quarterback?
I think they're recruiting like shorter linemen.
I don't know.
Are they?
I have no idea.
Would you? I mean,
hell no.
You wouldn't want like 5 Trent Browns on the line at 6'8". He's not seeing past them.
Someone as big and wide as a toaster blocking Nick Bosa?
Oh,
TJ Watt? Please, there's no way you get to make that. Bro, word?
Aaron Donald's only 6 foot.
He's literally the whole.
Exactly.
Bro can literally lift the three of us with one arm.
He's not a lineman though. He's a D lineman.
Yeah, he's still a lineman.
He is a lineman. Yeah.
Bodies.
He could lift
linemen.
We could put our combined weight, and that wouldn't be enough. He would still
find a way to move us.
He would still grab all three of us by our shirts with one hand. And
he would squat us or push us.
He'd yeet my ass like Jazz out the door. Because why not? Hold up. Josh, you asked, are we trashing the Cowboys yet? No, not yet.
Yeah.
We're talking about quarterback debacles right now. Miles, you said Bryce is a Heisman winner and he's looking like he upset and all. I mean, that man's broken.
You know, they broke him already.
Didn't we just talk about this last?
Good college player.
Didn't we talk about this last?
Alabama quarterbacks.
Word.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
I was just about to say that because we just had this conversation last year with your man Mac and
they've come from a long line of Greg McElroy trash,
bunch of mid,
AJ McCarron trash, Tua not great. We have to be honest. Hurts, Mac, Bryce. Who else am I missing? Milrose probably not going to be great. He's borderline, maybe. But regardless, Alabama does not have a good history of pulling quarterbacks.
If he can get his throwing, like, I'm not saying he's inaccurate, but that will be the one thing he will need to improve on.
Who, Milroe?
Yeah.
Yes.
For him to be have longevity.
Well, he's got to beat the running back allegations.
Oh, 100%. You want to know why they do that? Because he's black.
What? You know how many times? Should I mute this or should I just say it?
Go ahead.
You know how many times I've been around old white people and
yes.
Lamar's a running back.
Yep.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm not gonna lie. D was saying bro was a bona fide running back.
Oh my god, bro, he's not a running back.
But I'm like, bro, Josh Allen running the ball more than Lamar and nobody saying nothing.
Have they ever looked on YouTube and seen a clip of Lamar Jackson throwing the football?
I don't think they have.
It's a cool 50, 60 yards if he really puts his leg into it. Maybe more.
They're missing all those bombs to Zay Flowers.
All the time.
And they don't say nothing.
Our running back. Yeah, let's see Saquon Barkley throw it 60 yards. God damn, man.
I saw a punter throw the ball, but that man played for the Jets. I was watching that too on my lunch. It was against Patriots back in the day.
Same quarterback punting ball too.
Yeah.
Some wacky times in this league.
Yeah.
Miles, you said, bro, y'all saw that meme about Alabama's quarterback? I did not.
What, Milroe?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Miles, if you got the meme, bro, drop it in the chat, bro, and I'll show it.
Did not see that.
My take on Bryce Young, I truly think that this is more of an NFL thing than the organization. I think that the NFL is bringing in a lot of quarterbacks who are expected to win now because they are really just going off of the Mahomes effect. Truth be told, that's just really not how it is. But it's just a good decision to me. No, I don't think. Honestly, listen. The best way to and that's for anything that you do. The best way that you got to learn is just through experience. But if you're cutting him off right now, you're essentially sabotaging his lack of development.
You've gotten in his head at this point.
Right.
They don't think you're worthy.
Right.
They don't think you can do it. And if they would have done it the opposite way, which the Patriots are doing right now with Drake May,
right?
The Chiefs did it with Mahomes when he first started out. Sit him on the bench, bring someone in. Let Dalton start last year.
Exactly.
Then bring him in when you feel like he's ready, because now you've essentially said you suck. You got to sit down.
Because we've gotten so far away from, like, look at all the quarterbacks that came into the league. They had a vet in front of them.
Yes.
With Jalen, he had Carson, but he already had the work ethic. Mahomes, he had
Alex Smith. Yep.
Rodgers had Favre.
Brady had Bledsoe back in the day.
Right. Let's see. Dang, I was gonna bring up Roethlisberger, but
they threw him to the fire. Well, I was gonna say Rivers and Roethlisberger both started right away. Who else is there though?
Breeze. There's no one under Breeze.
Breeze started with the Chargers, and then he went to the Saints and kind of took over.
And then, but afterwards, I mean, you brought in Daniel Jones for New York, and that brother was from the start. So it's like he looked
like there was like a sign of a glimmer of him maybe being okay. But yeah, then it just didn't happen.
It was just competence.
They literally forced the guy that won them 2 Super Bowls out of town for him. How'd that work out?
Mm-hmm. So I think that's really just what this league is lacking, is just like a lot
Jordan Love with the Rodgers. Yeah, forgot about that.
And
sorry.
He was like, and bro didn't want to leave.
No. Yeah.
Rodgers was gonna hold that spot and say, "Yo, bro, you could just you're gonna have to wait."
That was the big one. I was trying to think. I was like, "There's one more."
Yeah. He was not giving up that spot for nothing. And now it's like you're just bringing a lot of guys with just like they had very good skill coming out of college, but again, like, the game has to transition, and they haven't transitioned yet. So to me, again, was it a good move? No, I don't think it was a good move at all.
No,
because now you already hurt his confidence. A young guy, similar to what Tua was going with Brian Flores, saying that, you suck all the time, and that messes with your confidence. And then we're sitting here talking about, you just asked.
They're saying he's worse than a 36-year-old Andy Dalton.
Jesus Christ.
In reality, it's not great. You just don't stand to gain anything from starting Andy Dalton because your team is still bad. You're not going to win that division. The Buccaneers are better. The Saints are better. Now the Falcons might be better. So what are you doing? I don't know.
And then we were talking about the whole thing going on with the Jets, and then you sat Zach Wilson, and you brought in someone who was worse than him. And bro's looking on the field like, I wouldn't have done
Tim
this
Boyle's
bad.
playing over Zach Wilson. It's just, this mismanagement's crazy.
To end up starting Zach Wilson back over Tim Boyle.
Because he sucks so bad. It's just,
So
these are fragile. Like, I'm not trying to say this in like a negative light. These people are fragile.
Yes.
An NFL quarterback is very fragile up top. So you're screwing with their mental and their psyche by starting someone that's much worse than them, and they don't recover from it. So,
and I agree. I 110% agree.
Yeah.
But let's actually pivot to the other quarterback now. We got Tua. So I'm not gonna lie, with y'all. As soon as I saw the injury, I'm actually let me preface before we go into it. Was anybody blaming DeMar Hamlin for this?
No, it was a clean tackle.
I saw. I don't even think he tackled. He
wasn't even a tackle.
It wasn't even a tackle.
It was like Tua, suicide mission straight to his chest. It wasn't even DeMar,
He just ran straight into him. So, fellas, we all know that they teach the slide first if you're running as a quarterback.
Yeah.
Was he doing too much on the play?
Yeah, I don't know.
What are you doing?
At that point, because you're already...
What he said.
What are you doing?
Did he not... Do we think he didn't realize he had the first down?
Did you forget about last year?
If he doesn't realize he has the first down, then there is actually, and I'm not trying to be funny, there's something psychologically wrong with him. Because even there were former quarterbacks that were like, when you're running, you are always aware of where your surroundings are. You're looking at the sidelines to see where you're at.
That's what I'm saying. Like, every So why is it that every quarterback know what they're doing, but when it comes to him, it's like
it's like a mythological story. I'm like, why are you running head first
right
when you're that close to the end zone?
I wonder if he has CPU.
I think he might.
I mean, because if you look back at last year, he's like, oh, I gained some weight. This year, that didn't work. Gonna lose some weight.
Right. For the same
for
the same injury to prevent it so he can move to sustain the same injury.
If we're talking about it, this is going to be like a 20-second rant, but I have to get it off my chest because it's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
This league is a joke. The Miami Dolphins are a joke. Tua is a joke. Everyone around him is a joke. You are letting this dude play football after getting his effing brain scrambled over and over again when you preach about player safety and making sure everyone has a good life afterwards.
100%.
When you got players that are blowing their brains out, I'm not trying to be overly PG, but that are taking their own lives.
Overly PG?
Overly rated R or whatever. I'm not trying to. I'm trying to keep it PG, but it's like
keep it up.
Because they preach this and then they don't hold up their end.
Exactly.
No one's stepping in. They're letting this dude out loud say, "I want to come back and play."
Yep.
Don't let him come back and play.
So then, what happens if he gets another injury? This is gonna happen. It's not a matter of if; it's a matter of when.
What if he comes back, gets a worse injury, and gets like a Vontez perfect hit, and then he's laying in a hospital bed?
Right.
And I'm not trying to paint the picture, but he's laying here like this comatose.
Mm-hmm.
Whose fault is that?
NFL's.
The NFL's. And guess who can sue? His family. And guess who's going to win? His family.
Right.
No one thinks about it. It's crazy.
And then everybody's blaming Tua. I'm just like, if this actually, at this point, this goes above Tua. This is definitely
someone needs to grab his hand and say, "Hey, come here."
It has to sit in Roger Goodell's lap. Mm-hmm. But this is the accountability that we are talking about with this league. And I'm glad that you brought that up. That's a good point. I think this goes above Miami Dolphins, but again, I'm glad you called that out.
Yeah.
For a team to sit there and be like, listen, if like I can understand where Mike McDaniels was coming from, because it's like ultimately like you don't want to treat him like a child, like you want him to make that decision. But at some point in time, like something has to give.
You can't treat him like a child, but also like
I get it. It's your health.
Yeah.
And then I guess a lot of people were going to sit up here and say, like, well, what if it was like a what if? What if he ended up having a good career? Yada, yada, yada. Like, there's always that gray area. But, bro, what is this? The third time this happened?
Fourth.
Fourth?
There was, I think,
the
first game was either against the Panthers or it might have been against the Bills, where he got up and then he buckled. They said it was his back got hurt.
Yeah.
And then there was the Bengals one. There was the Packers one on Christmas Day, I think, and then there was this one. So yeah, it's just four. 4 in 2 years, 2.5, 3 years. Yeah, I think 3 years. I think you're right. Wow. But do you think, realistically, do you think that he should retire?
Yeah.
Yes. I think we should. I think we all agree that he should.
He's had more concussions in 3 years than a UFC fighter.
Right.
Yeah. There's UFC fighters that go out there in 5 fights and don't get that many concussions.
Right. Boxers.
Yeah.
And they fight once a year. So they knock out one time a year.
Mm-hmm.
But he's getting hit, and I didn't mean to cut you off, but he's getting hit, and like these hits aren't even that bad. That hit in that game, to me, maybe I saw it wrong. He didn't get killed. His head went into it.
His neck.
His neck did contort.
I think it was just the impact afterwards that rattled him. Miles said that he just needs to let it go.
Yes. And this kind of goes back to the Tom Brady syndrome where they can't let it go because they love football so much. But this one's a little more serious. Tom Brady had to weigh like, oh, my family wants me to stay home. Two was like, oh, I got to see my family in 20 years and remember them.
I think this also goes back to when like concussions first became a thing and guys were like 3-4 years into the league and they were already retiring because they already saw this.
Yeah.
There
were rookies that were coming in and they would get one concussion and be like,
yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Didn't and Kinkley said that he was crying because he couldn't remember anything.
That was that game against the Saints when he got concussed and he started crying. It like gave me chills. I was like, holy shit, like it's that bad.
Yeah.
He like sat up and started crying because he was like panicking. He was like, I don't know where I'm at. And then you got Tua that's like getting concussed every year, and I'm like, dude.
So it's like between just like to me, I still don't understand the thought process of like what he was going through with that play.
No,
like, why wouldn't you just slide first? Because I remember he was like more so like head over, like he more buckled over. So I'm guessing his momentum carried him that way. But I'm just like, dude, why wouldn't you just slide or just directly go straight to the ground, dead the ball?
no, yeah. This isn't even like, oh well, guys don't play football, so you wouldn't know. Like anyone, you could show a common individual that's never watched football, and they would still
Right.
probably say like, oh yeah, you shouldn't run head first into someone.
Dude, at this
Slide with your feet.
Fam, we've all played. Listen, the farthest I played was, I'm sure we all played high school
Yeah.
football. We all knew when we got onto the field, you do the obvious stuff. If you're a quarterback, slide. Um, if you're a defender, tackler, you did what you practiced in practice.
Mm.
But you never made the dumb stuff to put yourself or them in harm's way.
No.
So I mean, it's really common sense.
Just crazy. I mean, I don't like this might come off as harsh, but Tua is selfish. He's being selfish by not retiring.
I think at that play, like he was really trying to force something.
Yeah.
And I get it. He was really trying to like put the team on his back, but again, just not really regarding his health. And I do agree.
Yeah, to him not retiring, he's being selfish.
So now at this point, I mean, if we're keeping it a buck, what happens now is ultimately their fault.
Yes. I don't want to be menacing, but like the blood is on their hands.
No,
it really is. Like it's the best way to put it.
This is the reality. No, this is the reality of the situation.
Yeah.
This is why we do this. Like the reality of the situation. Like now, his health is compromised.
Yes.
There's no way, and you take 4 concussions within 2 years, and then your organization is like, yo, if you saw how they treated DeMar, and his life was compromised.
Yeah.
On the field, they didn't let him come back for a year.
Do anything. Yeah.
At all. He was able to be in pads.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry. Not a game suit.
He could run
pads.
and he just no contact.
Right.
He just died.
Yeah.
What you think's gonna happen to Tua? That's all.
It's probably gonna be what it takes.
I think it could end horribly. No. It could end like in a way that like shapes the NFL for the rest of the
I mean, DeMar's already did.
Yeah.
I mean, but the fact that no one's stepping in and be like, yo, you gotta sit it down.
Yeah.
We'll pay you the rest of your contract, retired or whatnot.
That's another thing is there's a billionaire owner up top that can pay him the rest of his contract and then give him a QB coach job, assistant coach job, give him something in the booth.
Yep.
Anything he wants. Mm-hmm. He's going to get all the money still. He can be around the team. He can be a family man, but he doesn't want to do it. It doesn't make sense to me.
So now I hope these games aren't televised. I think they got some more televised games later this season.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I know he'll be back. They shut him down for 4 weeks.
Yeah, they put him on IR.
4 weeks.
So it's IR, and then they got 1 bye week. So it'll be 5 in total. But after that, it's hunky dory. Here he comes. Look at him. He's gonna play quarterback again. It's like I don't know.
No one. I don't get it, man. No one told him just to slide.
He's never done even when he got concussed against the Bengals. The way he fell, he just twisted his body and then just flat out threw his arms and his head back. I'm like, he's never learned how to fall or take a tackle or take a hit. But
then at that point too, I'm like as soon as I saw him roll over and his hands were going like this, I was
this last one against the yeah,
I already knew it was a wrap.
Well, I saw it. I was like, damn, that was a big hit. And then he's laying there and he did the.
Yep.
He put his fist up and I was like, yeah, he's out.
Yeah.
He started grabbing his head and he was like,
yeah, I saw that too. And once the hands went, I was like, are you kidding me?
What's crazy is we see those maybe 1 or 2 times a season, and Tua seems to get it every year now. Mm-hmm. We don't see those that frequently, but last year against the Bengals when his fingers are going like this, and then this one he's clenching and you know.
Oh my goodness.
When you get knocked out, it just makes it easier for you to get knocked out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, because sometimes someone will get knocked out and their arms will kind of go stiff for a little bit and they'll drop down, but he's his fingers are going and he's trying to Yeah, he's like.
There's no way in hell that you're telling me that they're X-raying his skull and everything still looks good for
They
him to go out
can't.
and play football.
They can't.
That's
Yeah.
a damn lie. I'm sorry. There's no way in hell that you're telling me that by now his mind is like his skull. Something in there's comped. I'm sorry.
Yes, it has to be.
There's no way everything like his scans are coming back clean to be able to perform a physical
How
activity.
clean is clean?
Huh?
How clean is clean?
Oh, good question. Because
What's their standard?
Especially to the NFL doctors.
well, you know what? Good question because they let that junk slide when they had the worst physical their training staff, and they probably saw that he wasn't even like in the right mind to do it, and then they still let him out.
Yeah. Well, they've let him play before with a concussion, like you said, and then he starts sucking, and they're like, "Oh, he had a concussion."
Right.
That game against Green Bay, they didn't even pull him right away. He threw 2 picks after that because he was out of it.
Right.
So he probably took more hits while he had the concussion. It's just crazy.
I'm sorry, but like, there's just no way in hell that doctors are really clearing him. You can put him on IR for as long as you want, but I don't think that things are. There's really nothing right up there.
No.
You can do as many brain tests as y'all want, reactionary tests, just brain functionality. I'm sorry. So
It's a joke. It's like I legitimately thought I was like, "Oh, there's no conversation." I was like, "This is it." Last time we saw 2 on the field, good for him. And then Ian Rappaport tweeted, he's like, "Well, Tua plans to come back after IR stint." I'm like, "What the hell are you all talking about?"
And when he came out and said he wasn't retiring either, I'm just like, all right, well,
Okay.
This is.
It almost pisses you off a little bit because you're like, "What are you doing?" Yeah, I don't know.
Well, unfortunately, this is just a wait and see moment. Unfortunately,
We'll see how it folds out.
So honestly, there's a lot of news. I'm not even gonna go through each and every one. We're just gonna talk about. Let's talk about week 1. Let me go back to week 1. And Philly, I don't know what we're about to do because if I have to watch another game we lose, I might become I don't know. I had a joke, I lost it. I'm sorry. Well, I hope that Philly game is not televised. Actually, it's gonna be televised.
What, on Sunday?
Okay.
Yeah. Gotta televise the slaughter.
Thank God. Okay, actually, hold on. I gotta pull up a new browser. We'll go over week 1 and we'll talk about it. Okay, so actually, let's talk about our team's week 1, and then we'll get the rest of the cast out of the way.
Okay.
So actually, we'll do the honors. And Ronnie, I did say I was gonna apologize for the slander.
Yeah.
Y'all really surprised me.
Yeah.
You were also right about the slow start with the Bengals because they always do start slow. But even in that game, y'all actually looked really good.
And honestly, if we can kind of compare it to week 2 and blend them together, the Bengals came out week 2 and almost beat the Chiefs.
Right.
They looked a lot better against the Chiefs than they did against us. So
right.
I'm not saying that's like the Patriots defense talking, but yeah, I was surprised. I knew there was a legit chance we would win, but I didn't think the defense was just going to like sun them. They really did. They took the ball at will.
Right.
Fumbles, interceptions, whatever they wanted to do. Yeah, I was surprised. A lot of analysts obviously picked the Bengals, and we pulled it away and kind of blended into week 2. We should have won the Seahawks game too. But
wow, if I would have went through with that, I would have actually been.
If we would have been 2-0, you would have never heard the end of me. But
actually, I'm glad that I did not decide to get some jerseys and whatnot because
I know it's looking. Yeah,
I would have had to get a patch jersey for the one time.
I tell you, yeah.
Sheesh. Well, GG's to y'all. I was wow. I am really eating shit right now. I'm eating my words horribly. Let's see. So I remember I had the Ravens to win against the Chiefs. That game, I mean, ultimately came down to the Chiefs winning. I still think a little ref ball was involved, but hey,
Came down to a toe.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Came down to a toe, ruled incomplete.
They were so quick to zoom in on that one because I can think of a couple other games where
Yep.
they were, they missed it still. There was just like an inch or two out of bounds. Mm-hmm. That one they were like, no, he's out.
Yep.
Done.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the Chiefs, so it makes sense. The Chiefs.
Devin, how you feel about the Green Bay game?
Real fan here didn't watch the end of it. Real fan.
No, I didn't watch.
Yeah, you didn't watch the end of it.
That word?
Yeah, that's what I said.
I got into a big fight.
Oh, okay. So, well,
yeah.
My take. I am going to leave my bias at the door. That field sucked.
Yes, that field did suck.
Everybody's slipping.
I know.
First play, Saquon get the ball on his ass.
But no, both of you guys, you guys could shake hands. Like you could put just both teams to shake hands.
Yes.
It sucks.
It was crazy because the announcers, they were like, well, Green Bay they got the right cleats. Philly, they're still trying to find their footing. I'm like, dude, this fuck.
No one has the right cleats. Everyone's fucked up.
This grass sucks. Stop doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, listen.
I'm on a soccer field.
I mean, thank you. I would still much rather have that than the doggone turf where people are tearing their Achilles and all that stuff. I'd much rather have that. But wow, that game without all of the mishaps that happened in the game, I'm just like, look, if we can just minimize the turnovers, we could actually win a game. Not to perfection, but we will look reasonable. We will look convincing that okay, this is a good team. My issue is what the hell is going on with the defense?
Yeah, you guys are like checked out. There's not even
So it's like we wanna play deep. We want to play deep to eliminate the overhead, but we're getting killed in the middle. So then I'm just like, so we're giving up big plays, we're letting them go down the field, and then all of a sudden in drives that we just can't stop.
Yeah.
To me, should this have been a shootout? I'm gonna be real. I don't think this game should have been a shootout. There was a lot of blown coverages. CJ let a lot of ish go, and Darius Slay as well. It was so bad I almost had to apologize to Bradbury because I was dogging his ass. And
now it's bigger issues than Bradbury.
And then our top guys was giving up plays, and I was just like, bring Bradbury back.
I will say that CJ has been absolutely asinine the first 2 weeks. He has not looked great. He's had like maybe one or two plays where I've gone, okay, that's the CJ I know, but he got burned last week. He got burned the week before.
Yeah, burned, but he making tackles.
He's been tackling, but also you need him in coverage.
I saw a graphic where this is our third season where we've had different OCs and DCs. I sort of want to say the personnel, like what we're wanting to accomplish, like either the players aren't being able to accomplish the scheme or the scheme doesn't fit the players. I don't know.
It could be.
I don't know what it is because we're playing coverages that really don't make sense.
I'm thinking Fangio's a little overrated because he's not made a big difference for you guys, and maybe it's a scheme adjustment and you'll figure it out. But
it definitely is a scheme adjustment, but there's situations where I'm just like, can we load the box? We're not loading the box. We'll either load the box or they'll still get all plays. Yeah. But then when it comes to passing, you might as well just let them score because that's essentially what we've been doing for the past 2 weeks. And then I'll get into the Falcons game a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, that game, just not even trying to be funny, you guys should have lost that Packers game, realistically. I think you...
If they didn't clutch up when it counted and they would have let them score... Yeah. It would have been Falcons game all over.
Easily. Again. No, yeah.
It would have been Falcons game all over. I am so sorry, chat. Let's see.
If Jalen Carter wasn't a dirty player and twisting ankles, then I think you guys would have, lost.
Oh, Josh, you said, well, the Chiefs got the refs on the payroll. No, correct, because let's talk about it. In that Sub-Zero game last season where Patrick Mahomes ran straight into somebody's defender's helmet and cracked his helmet, that should have been a targeting call.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, but no, we're just gonna overlook it, and then the Chiefs fans are talking mad shit. I'm like, y'all gotten away with more stuff than I've seen Brady get away with. Brady
Brady didn't even get away with nothing.
He did not.
Brady was getting calls out like they were literally holding their whistle for Pat Mahomes.
I also am so in love with the idea that everyone's like bowing down to Brady now because like it's not only because of what you've seen with Mahomes because Mahomes is getting calls that are 10 times worse than Brady ever got, but it's also like the level of play.
Yeah.
Like there's videos from Brady and you're like, damn, we're watching like high school level play right now compared to what Brady and Breeze and Manning and Rodgers are putting up.
The Bengals game was
that was actually commendable. I mean, I was all right with it.
Yeah.
It was good quarterback play.
Right. But the doggone calls.
The calls were terrible.
The calls, I'm like, yo, there was one, I forget what drive it was for Cincy, but I'm just like, dude, like, that set them back.
Well, then, literally, we were all sitting in the living room, and then one of my buddies was like, listen, right here at the end, the Chiefs are going to get a call. It's going to go their way, and they're going to get set up for a field goal, and then they're going to win. And then what happened 3 minutes later?
Yep.
Pass interference, defense. There we go.
Yeah.
Sets him up for a field goal.
And that's why the rookie was sitting there. Ricky was sitting there distraught because he was literally like, I lost us this game.
Yeah. Because you know how it's going to go. You don't need to watch the game. You can turn the game off.
Right.
And you can check Twitter 10 minutes later, and you're going to be right.
Right.
It's stupid, but...
But to go back to the Philly game, I think you were correct. It's definitely a personnel change. It's a scheming change that I think we just need to get adjusted to. But I also think that there's a lot of calls that could have been play calls that could have been called a lot better. Offensively, we were slow. I want to also say that was due to turf. But also a lot of times, I genuinely want to sit there and ask Jalen, what the hell did you think was going to happen? And I'm going to get into the Falcons, too, because I might end up crashing out on stream.
Jalen makes very funny mistakes for someone in their 5th season.
Why is it... Go ahead.
Kick the fucking ball.
Thank you.
Boom. Yeah.
Thank you.
I was sitting in front of the TV going, huh?
Thank you.
He's trying to be cute. Your guy's his fucking idol. Ball. Oh, you love him.
Thank you. And
he's trying to be cute.
And I understand the center. I understand the center conundrum. I get it. We're not asking you to replace Kelsey. You were going to replace him anyway.
Yeah.
He's so good.
It's like one thing. Can the media stop making it seem like he's an ass center? I get it.
He's not.
He's not bad.
He's not.
I understand, few live games, you actually got to, snap the ball. I get it, but wow, can we just stop dogging him? He's not ass. He's not ass.
No,
were there a few calls that went on him because it didn't snap the ball? Yes, but I understand it's we had a fumble. We had a fumble first few drives in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Got the timing down, snapped it, wasn't ready, fumble. I was like, oh, well, all right, well, there we go.
I don't think he's been a bad center at all for you guys so far. I mean, he's not Jason Kelsey level, but he's serviceable.
But at this point, it's like, oh, well, bring Kelsey back. I'm like, yo, see, this is why people this is why
he's not coming back.
He's not.
He's sitting in that box.
That son of a bitch was dancing on the stage. He's lost like 20 pounds.
For real, bro was jugging. And to the fan who tore their ACL after chest bumping, bro.
The fanatic guy.
No, Dumpy 215. No.
Is that his name?
Bro, chest bumped him. He was like...
He jumped up for it and got like half an inch off the ground and then planted his leg and then immediately tried to walk and he was like...
Yeah, that joint popped.
Yeah, he was like
bro, he was hobbling, but he tweeted, he was like, so worth it, though.
He was like screaming. He was like,
big boy.
Yeah.
Bro, stop that shit. I was like, damn, that's tough. I'm like, nah, Kels, you got to pay for that shit, bro. Bro got to get surgery. You got to pay for that. But, Josh, you said it's funny when I was just about to say Brady didn't even get away with what Mahomes was getting away with. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Brady was getting hit so much harder than Mahomes.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, you can watch like 2004, 2005 highlights. That dude was getting lit up. Mahomes hasn't had half of that.
I forgot who got called for like the softest roughing the passer call this season. I forgot. I saw it on NFL memes. I forgot.
There's been a couple where I'm like, you can't call that.
And those are game changing drives.
And it's more so like a 250-pound lineman going too fast to slow down, and he just bumps him, and you're like, oh, flag. I'm like, dude, call.
If I'm them, I'm hugging them. I'm hugging him and
Yeah.
I'm driving you, so
Yeah.
I'm not getting called.
I'd
I'm
rather
sorry.
pick him up and hold
Right.
him on my shoulder and be like,
Right.
look, he's okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm hugging you at this point because there's no way in hell that I'm about to get called for some bullshit that 10 years ago used to fly. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But overall, that my overall thoughts of that game. Can we stop doing these games? Or do it for any other team. Don't do it for Philly. But do it on a field that actually, will support the football, not soccer. Please, can we stop doing that? And don't send no green teams to where,
some bullshit's gonna happen. Yeah.
Please, can we like that was a horrible game. I feel like this game would have been a lot better played at Philly. Because it would have been an equal chance playing on some actual turf. And I think this game would have went a lot differently. But Elements was definitely involved in this game. Me being non-biased, I agree with Ronnie. We could have lost this game.
Yeah.
100. I genuinely thought we were because of how the defense was playing at first and how we were just going 3 and out several times. So that's my overall take on that game. Texans beat the Colts week 1. It was actually a close game. I was actually watching the Bills-Cardinals game. I was actually going to say that, wow, if the Bills continue to play like that, they're not going to make the playoffs.
No, because the Cardinals came out screaming.
Yeah, and then they finally got a dub last week.
Yeah. The Cardinals are that good.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, they're good. They're as advertised.
No, they're not bad.
Devin, you want to say anything about this Jags? Because I'm going to have to get Miles in here because I got a few words with him.
0-2.
Jags gonna Jag, brother.
Jags no Jags.
I mean, they look bad. They
look decent.
They looked okay. They looked okay against Miami, where I'm thinking like they're gonna build off of it. And then last week I'm like, no, they don't. They don't look good.
Right.
They don't look good.
And after this week, Miles, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I think I said it last week, but I think Trevor Lawrence is a little overrated.
This is why I'm okay with watching the Jags.
I mean,
I don't have high expectations.
I mean, I'm in a chat with 2 Jags.
I'm excited for a win.
Yo, these brothers are crashing out.
Oh, they're not good.
They're not good, but I know they're not good.
Yeah, at this point you got to take it.
Good,
right? And
they're not good.
This team makes me want to.
Philly, when you put the players on paper, you would think, oh my god, this team won the Super Bowl. No.
You beat the Falcons.
Not Kirko. Yeah.
I don't understand.
What's up with him looking like Tom Brady?
Well, I mean,
that final drive.
Yeah. Well, that final drive. Yeah.
We'll talk about it because I have a few things like
yeah.
Looking like dog water all game.
This team makes me want to.
He can't move because I think his Achilles is still acting up, and he sucked. And then
that too. Both he and Rodgers were like
also.
They're a little hobbled. He's moving weird.
I am glad you said that because I thought I was tweaking when I was watching the Monday night game last week when Rodgers was like he would run, but then he'd like skip a little.
Yeah,
bit.
they're a little.
I thought I was tweaking because Turco he did not take a snap under center. Stupid Jets have Rodgers taking snaps under center.
Yeah, nuts.
And then had him doing
easy recipe to get him killed.
Had him doing some play action shit and like motion shit. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
You not know what just happened to him?
Right. Yeah. Miles said, I hope the Jags they scrubs they go to XFL. Yo, what is
oh
good,
my
Nick?
god. Oh
yo, what's good? Oh,
Nick
in here. Yo, appreciate you, bro. What's goody? Miles, you also said we about to wear clown paint in our bag again. And you also said that we don't deserve to be in Monday night game. Send us to Wednesday morning.
That's gonna be disgusting.
Nick, you said Rodgers washed. We're doing a quick recap of just week 1 right now. We're about to get into week 2.
Yeah.
Let's see. The Bucks beat the 37-20. So Baker first 2 weeks looking
MVP.
Good. Yeah.
You're like Manziel.
Yeah. Oh, word?
He's gonna win runs.
What, like prime Manziel?
Like prime.
Yeah, like college Manziel. Yeah, we got it. There's 2 different Manziels.
I was like, hold on, huh? So I spoke highly of the Rams, They lost both wide receivers.
They're done.
Already
done. Puka's out for like 6 weeks, and then Cooper's out for like 3. Yeah.
And it sucks. We can't see both these dudes on the field at the same time. I feel like we're watching and this might be a stretch, but hear me out. I feel like we're watching modern day Anquan Bolden and Fitzgerald with a great quarterback, but he won a chip. I feel like we're missing out on this because
they just can't link up.
Stay healthy. I feel like we're missing prime talent on the Rams. I'm like, bro, the Rams need this right
There's
now.
the odds of that. You can't even put money on that.
No,
that they would both get hurt at the same time.
No,
not even possible.
Because week 1, Puka went out. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, all right, Coop gonna carry him out.
No, yeah, not for long.
So now we gotta hear a bunch of Madden generated names. Gotta carry them through. No disrespect to those guys. Y'all playing in the NFL. I'm just someone who talks about it. But and then going back, I know we were talking about the Broncos Seahawks game for a little bit. That game actually looked pretty good. They held their own. I think better for the most part. I mean, yeah,
you ready to just call it how it is? Bo Nix sucks.
No, bro, give him some time.
Give him some time.
It's still Broncos.
Oh my God!
It's still Broncos.
I'm surprised they haven't pulled the plug already. He sucks.
It's too. Hold up.
When you look at his passing spray chart, any pass over 10 yards was incomplete.
Okay, so that Steelers game
was not better. He sucks. He's terrible.
I'm trying to give bro some credit. Yo, I've been wrong about players lately. I'm trying to give folks some love.
Without laughing, say with a straight face, Zach Wilson deserves better. He should be playing over this freaking dude. This dude sucks. 26-year-old rookie. You've had 7 years in college to figure it out. The gods are mad because Bo Nix is playing. It's thunder and lightning because Bo Nix is a starting quarterback. This dude sucks.
God.
And I almost defended him to begin the year. I said, wait, he might actually do something. No, he sucks.
Oh.
I got him William Levis.
He has given some of the greatest meme material that we've seen in a while.
Nick said low-key Geno is kind of underrated. He's just a solid QB at this point.
He is.
So I did talk about that at the season preview. I was just like, I think this will be Geno's redemption season.
He put up over 300 against the Patriots.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
They're like 310 or 312.
Miles said Bo Nix was barely good in college and he's old.
Thank you. He's a grandpa.
Oh.
He's old, dude. He sucks.
How old is he?
I think he's like 26, but.
Stop talking about him.
Damn! If you can't pick this up, chat, it's thundering every time I talk about Bo Nix.
Oh.
Don't know why.
Every time you slander him.
Every time I slander him.
Oh, okay. So.
There's some nice sunlight coming out.
So the Jets and Niners, real quick. I mean, that game was just putrid. The 49ers to me look stale. I still feel like I'm watching the same team from like the past 2 seasons. Barely doing anything when CMC's not on, but their backup running back was actually holding it down. I'm not gonna lie, I low key look at Brandon Ayuk differently from this Diva off season, and Debo is going to Debo.
Well, Debo's hurt now too, so
yeah,
have fun with that.
I don't know what it is. All right, so moving into week 2, I don't know what it is, but Brock Purdy cannot beat the Vikings for whatever.
Yeah,
reason.
he's immune, or not immune to him, but that's his kryptonite.
This is his second season. He lost. Sam Darnold, I don't know what it is. They spinning the block on my bed.
We are unfamiliar with his game. I didn't know he was going to do this.
Because I was like, all right, you got the easy dub against the Giants. No biggie.
Yeah.
You play one of the better teams in the
league. To be expected. We get it. He's going to beat the Giants.
Right.
The 49ers, that defense.
Right. So he beat the 49ers reasonably fashion, too. Mm-hmm. And his bands went out. And
97-yard pass to Jettas.
Right.
I mean, he looked great. Yeah.
And the rest of the receiving corps stepped up as well.
Yeah, because they don't have Addison. So,
right.
I mean, you're stepping up with,
right.
5th, 6th round picks and whoever else is on that team. But, yeah, they played well.
Miles, you said he 24, that man 2 years from being retired. They might as well call Tebow back. Oh, my God. That is crazy.
Keep the slander going.
I did not realize that y'all went to OT with the Seahawks.
It was so close.
So actually, that's actually a good sign for y'all.
In reality, too, it came down to mismanagement. The clock. They threw the ball on third down, which stopped the clock. Seahawks got it back and they kicked a field goal. If you would have run it and got a first down, you would have been in a better spot.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was close. They should have won, but I mean, like I said at the beginning of the year, I said we were going to win like 4 games. So I'm not realistically expecting much, but it still would be nice to win. But Brissett's getting killed, so
right. The Giants went toe to toe with the Commanders, but the Commanders beat them 3-point lead. The Chargers just ran off on the Panthers, and the Saints ran off on them Cowboys. So that man, Dak was throwing picks left and right.
Yep. Fully healthy team too. Isn't that sad?
Paid.
Yeah, hate to see it.
Paid, quarterback paid, wide receiver paid.
Yeah, everyone's supposed to be happy.
Oh yeah, they're more disgruntled than ever.
Yeah,
I think, fellas, y'all think Micah out of there?
I think so. Well, I mean, I don't know. You've paid everyone. You might as well pay the last piece. But I could see him getting traded.
I think he out of there.
I think he could be.
If he's out of there, then
I think a team calls you with like a first round pick. I think you listen and you take it. I would.
I can see. Yeah. I can see a package being made. Yo,
you see that? Yeah,
that is crazy.
He was paying attention.
No, I saw that. I was like, ain't no way they did that.
Yeah.
Jeez. I think Micah might honestly be out of there. Maybe not this season. Well, if they don't pay him at the end of the season, then I think he's out.
Yeah.
I think, but they have to trade him. There's no way they just let him walk.
Oh, no, they wouldn't. Yeah, I don't think that's possible. Well, because they got to pay. Did they pay Trayvon Diggs?
To my knowledge, I don't think they did. Unless he got a crazy.
Well, because there's Deron Bland. He's gonna want money.
Right.
You know what? Trayvon might have got signed.
I want to say he might be on like a 3rd year mega
contract. He's
maybe
25, so let me see.
I think he was on a contract.
Okay, he got a 5-year, $97 million extension last year.
That's what I was thinking.
He did, so he did get signed.
And then he tore his Achilles last year.
Yes.
And now he's back full season getting cooked.
Yes.
What's new, Scooby Doo?
Yeah. What else is new, right?
Average Cowboys behavior.
So honestly, this is. I think this is going to be a sign to come for the Cowboys. I think that they are not as. I think what we've been calling out now, I think it's unfolding.
Yeah.
Throughout the season, offense is looking stale because you didn't really go out and get a running back. Holes in the defense.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Right.
Yeah.
You got 2. What?
Pedestrian, middle of the road.
Running back.
Right. I think the offensive scheme. I mean, look, you played a Browns team that wasn't contending last week, so you're able to run up the score clock.
Yeah.
But, I mean, no disrespect to the Saints, I just didn't think that they would run up 44 on them.
There was nothing that indicated that they were going to do this. I don't know what
at all.
No, and if someone told me that, like, oh yeah, I knew they were going to be good, you're lying.
Ain't no way.
No, not this good.
The only people that knew that the Saints were going to do this were Saints fans.
And I didn't even think. I think half of them probably would have said no.
Probably not.
Yeah, some of them probably would have, been like, oh no, we're good this year.
Right.
But like, they all hate Derek Carr, so they were like, oh, we can't do anything because it's Derek Carr.
They wanted that man out.
Yeah.
No.
Now you got an MVP candidate.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, so what was the switch?
I don't
even. He had a week 2 Hall of Famer.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe he just needed a season to adjust.
He's really got it. Like, I'm not trying to throw it against you guys, but he really, if he can do it against you guys, I will believe in him. I will say, you know what, this dude's legit.
I don't know about that.
Well, you guys have been getting cooked, but you guys are still a good team. If he can do it against you guys, then
not a top 10 defense. I can
tell you that.
You guys they're playing. They got to be playing in
Link.
No.
Oh no, we're playing at the Saints.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, we're at the Saints. Nick said Saints have scored on every offensive drive. Like, huh? No, I'm saying.
Yeah, that's
why I was mad.
Disgusting.
They were getting everything they wanted against the Cowboys. And I'm just like, and then the defense was picking them off too. I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
I am.
Sacks?
I believe in the Saints. I think they're legit.
That is crazy. So then the Browns Deshaun finally got a dub for his sanity. Not for the team, for his sanity against the Jags. I'm sorry.
Really
listen, I'm sorry, dog. Trevor Lawrence, that man is overpaid and overrated.
He couldn't even take down freaking Deshaun Watson.
Come on, bro.
Deshaun Watson's a villain.
We don't like him. They had a better squad. To me, in my opinion, I think the squad was better last year than it is this year. And no disrespect to Gabe Davis. I think that when you literally have Calvin Ridley, y'all let that ninja walk. I'm like, all right, same offense, different wide receiver, 13 points against the Browns. I'm sorry, Miles. This team, I don't know what your ceiling was for them, but now the Colts are 0-2. Y'all are 0-2. Texans are 2-0, and then the Titans are 0-2.
Yes. Wait, the whole NFC South is 0-2 besides, or the AFC South besides the Texans.
So it's literally already clear. Well, still early, but it's
pretty clear now. Yeah,
it's not looking good. Anthony Richardson's probably going to start turning things around. No lie, probably like week 6 or 7 with the injury. Y'all, I don't know. Y'all, I know y'all have a team to play. Y'all just not playing. Yeah. And then the Titans, they just need a dub for their sanity.
I think the Titans are just done. I think the Will Levis things aren't going to last long.
Because he making fumbles like that for whatever.
Well, the hand on the head thing, and then I'm about to fall down on my face. I'm going to just throw it. It doesn't make any sense to me.
So Pat McAfee made a good analogy of like Will Levis's effort. He's making like he compared it to like a Carson Wentz effort. So it's like when Carson Wentz would do something stupid, and then the next time he'd go down and make a drive, it's like, why did he do that? That was a stupid play, but then he'd make up for it for something miraculous.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's what he was comparing it to. In his mind, it's like he can't take a sack.
Yeah.
Because in his mind, he thinks it's a loss. But I'm just like, dog, you can take a sack.
Yes.
You can down the ball.
If anything, they're going to go, wow, Levis is getting sacked a lot. It's the O-line's problem.
Right.
Now it's your problem because you're throwing the ball away. So
all you got to do is throw the ball away and get another down.
Just take the sack and let the O-line take the flat.
Exactly.
Keep our quarterback upright. Not like, damn, our quarterback's throwing the ball on 3rd and 15 to the defensive back and this, the flat. Yeah.
And then that's why they literally say, like, don't do too much.
No, he's doing too much.
Right.
Yeah.
And we know he means well, but I'm just like, you're essentially like putting your team backwards.
Yeah. Oh, easily, yeah.
So it's like, come on, bro. And Miles said Jags are done.
Possibly. Yeah, possibly.
And speaking about Titans, they lost to the Jets, so Aaron Rodgers finally got a dub on the board. I don't think this Jets team is going to be what we thought it was going to be, but it's only week 3. They still got time. I think Aaron Rodgers is rusty, but as we said earlier, I think he's still dealing with that.
I think he is too. Tomorrow should be interesting against the Patriots. We'll see. Yeah.
Right. Cardinals ran up the score on the Rams. We talked about the Bengals game. That Steelers game, that Steelers game was just bad.
God, the first 2 Steelers games I've been like, horrible. Oh my God, I'm going to throw up.
Absolutely horrible. DE said that they're better than the Eagles. Y'all just have a better record. This team is still looking pitiful. Y'all just have
it's so boring.
Y'all just have competent quarterbacks and a good defense.
They're just so well coached that they could get through anything. But it doesn't make for good football watching.
Correct.
It really doesn't.
Because that game was it took a lot for me to get through that game. I mean a lot. I mean, we would have piss poor plays, but at least we get some points on the board. They'll put 13 points up against the Broncos. Come on, bro. The Sunday night showdown, that was actually a good game.
Yeah.
That was a good game. 2 young quarterbacks. I think I know the media is gonna make this into a rivalry moving forward, but honestly, this will definitely be I won't be surprised if we see this game again next year and years to come.
Oh yeah.
And our Monday night debacle.
What even happened? What happened in that game? Who won? I was asleep. Which team won?
I'm gonna let Devin start.
Devin, which team won?
I'm viable to crash out.
The dude's got a Jags hat on and he's about to talk about the Eagles' loss. He is absolutely in the shitter. Talk to us, Devin. What happened in that game?
Lightning might strike through this room.
Maybe it'll wake him up because he's comatose.
I don't know what Slay was doing in that last play.
Can't cover Drake London on a slant.
Watching.
Where are you going?
That brother crossed. He AI'd him.
He did. Broke his ankles.
Yes. He. You know what's funny? Because I was making fun of Christian Gonzalez for doing what happened to him, and now that came back on me.
Yep.
But when it mattered.
Yep. He was doing that in practice. Gonzalez figured it out. Slay's doing it in week 2 of the Monday night prime time game.
Gosh, this team
is not going to win more than like 10 games this year. Cooper DeJean is not going to save you. You guys need a lot more. You guys need to fire the coach first off.
Yeah, Nick's got to go.
Thank you. I'm glad you said it.
Word?
Nick's got to go.
Yes. I can't stand the guy. I'm not even a fan of the team.
He plays like we've won the last 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Let's go for it on 4th. We need fucking points.
Why are we going for it on 4th and 1 at the 30 when you're 0-0 in the first quarter?
Yeah, you're
Kick the freaking field goal.
You're right.
And run the ball.
Why are we throwing a Saquon in the flat? I'm just saying these are just observations that I'm making out.
I agree.
And you're playing against the Falcons. It's like if you were playing against the Chiefs, I get trying to get the most points you can because you're trying to get up on them because they're better than you. It's the Falcons, man. If you can't trust your defense to handle the Falcons, no problem.
I'm not gonna lie. I was crashing out in my Discord, and I literally said, "It's the Falcons."
It's the Falcons.
It's the Falcons.
If you're worried about your defense handling a 36-year-old Kirk Cousins, then you got bigger problems. You should be able to trust your defense. You should take the points you have when you get them.
Thank you.
And go for it.
That's literally why we went to the extent of getting
the
pieces for our defense in situations like that. No, I'm going to let Devin continue.
I mean, he brought up, those are good points.
And maybe we don't take shots with 2 timeouts left. What are we doing?
That's a good
man?
point, too. You guys got
Double
a good running
coverage?
back. Double coverage.
I mean, that's how we lost a lot of games last year.
How does he not see Jesse Bates? How does he not see that he's going to come across?
That's how we threw a pick against the Packers when we were literally in our own end zone, and he said, "F him, he out there somewhere."
Throw it away.
Throw it away, take the loss.
That's what bro been doing. And he said he got tired of throwing the ball away because he was throwing the ball away a lot. So, my fault. I'm not going to call you. I'll let you finish. I know you got more. That's all?
That's all.
Damn, word?
Yeah.
Because I'm about to empty a clip. So, I don't even know where to start. And this is the one time where you can say my Pookie Bear Eagles, where do I begin? So, I don't know if I should start with first quarter or fourth quarter. I don't know if I should start with the fact of what is up with this team not running the ball as much as we need to. It's weird. We'll start the game and we'll do some dumb. We're backwards. We work backwards. We'll pass the ball, incomplete pass, first down. Then we wait until third and fourth. Is that Sean?
And Kenny Pickett next.
Kenny Pickett ruined everything.
That's one of the Snapchat stories. You know, they're always like outrageous. What does that mean?
You know what? That's not
Where's
facts.
Marcus Vick?
That's factual.
Why is he so big?
That's factual.
God, those are funny.
We somewhat work backwards, and we've been doing that a lot too. Like, I'll scratch my head. Why do we only run the ball when we need to pass, and vice versa? Like, when we need yards, then we can't get yards. I think Saquon should have got the ball a lot more than he did, at least 30 to 35 carries. Passing was good until obviously when it counted.
Yeah, he ran with the ball too, which was good.
Which is good. So I feel like we're consistent on that part. But again, as you alluded to, stop going for it when we could either punt the ball or kick the field goal. Because we could have used 3 points like all the other times where we went for it. And then there were a few of those fourth down plays where we almost didn't convert. Or how about the call where Saquon allegedly scored and then they had to call it back?
Yeah.
And then thank God we ended up scoring.
Yeah.
Because
his knee was down.
Right.
Yeah, but that son of a bitch sold on me. I put money on him for a first touchdown.
Mm.
Well, so I don't want to get too conspiracy theory, but they also showed how many bets people had for a Saquon Barkley anytime touchdown, and he just so happens to not get a touchdown after he got 3 last week. You guys are putting in Gainwell by the goal line. What are you doing?
Play calling. I think it's really
ridiculous.
I think it's just OCs. Just I don't know what it is. I don't understand why after the Super Bowl we're having a hard time with OC and DCs.
Yeah, they just can't get it right.
I don't understand. It's like we literally have all the pieces that teams literally want, and we're only scoring 21 points against the freaking Falcons. And then on defense, why can't we stop the run? We can't stop the run for anything. We was letting Drake London do a freak P. Diddy on our defense. Word to Diddy. I don't understand it. We made Kirk Cousins look like prime Kirk Cousins. When has he ever been in his prime?
And it was primetime Kirk.
That man sucks in prime
time. That dude's awful.
We made him look good. We made Kirk Cousins look good on prime time. I'm having a Miles moment right now. So in the last drive, we let him go up the field. That team had no timeouts and we had to.
Correct. They had like a minute 50.
So then
the 2-minute warning was already passed.
Bijan was
them?
Yeah.
They had 47 seconds.
No, they got the ball back with like a minute 32.
Yeah. No, double check.
No, it was a minute. It was not that much. Because if it was 47 seconds, they wouldn't have got up the field.
It was under the 2, but it was like, it was a minute something.
They were on their own. I think they were on their own 20.
I think
they
so.
got the ball back. Yeah, it was like a minute 32.
Yeah,
or a minute 40 something. But they still had time left. That's another thing, too. Why didn't we waste the clock? Why did we not?
Well, when you throw it in the flat to Saquon, it stops the clock, clearly.
And instead of dropped the ball.
There were no time. The Falcons had no timeout. So if you would have run the ball one more time, the clock would have kept ticking.
Right.
You throw it to him thinking you can seal the deal, and he drops the ball. So then the clock stops. You have to take your 3 points. You let the Falcons get all that time back, and they go down the field and score.
So now
bad clock management.
So now the defense scored. I'm trying to figure out what the hell goes through Jalen head half the time on offense. Why is it always when someone double covered, you always throw a pick? Why does he never account like the game against the Seahawks? I will never forget that game. For some reason, that game is ingrained in my brain.
Yes,
because when we needed some points, he threw the ball away.
They're at like 50-yard line with like
no, that was
seconds left, so.
It was close. It was still I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway,
no, that's fine.
It was
because I thought they still had like I thought they had a little bit over a minute left.
Maybe a minute.
Because
it must have been by the time the Eagles kicked the field goal, it must have been like a minute 10 because they got that ball back. They probably made one play or they got the punt recovery. Yeah, so
I know they still had like a minute.
Not a lot of time though, to be fair. Yeah,
but still, man, that was still. I'm like Kirk has never been that clutch to be like because he's not Pat or Joe Burrow clutch where they only need like a minute.
You guys just kept playing deep. There was deep coverage. You let every check down imaginable happen. And it was like 15 yards of play.
Bro,
15.
I'm like, why have the underneath?
Yeah. You just let them. You let them at will. Or they at will took the
But we never, even when they got across the 50-yard line, we never adjusted.
No pressure.
No pressure. That was
at all. And we're supposed to have one of the best pass rushing defenses. So then, as you said, to CJ not being what he used to be, I mean, he had a clutch play, but I genuinely think it's just due to defensive coordinators. Maybe, to me, maybe he emphasizes his safeties and corners doing other stuff other than being in the box.
Well, I'll say for like that play with Slay at the end of the game where London gets the touchdown, that wasn't a coordination play. That was just him being stupid.
Honestly, he just got routed up.
He did. He
just got
which I would expect more out of him. I mean, everyone has their day, and London's not a bad receiver, but like,
I mean,
you look stupid.
I mean, but you went 2 seasons in a row covering Justin Jefferson, and he didn't even get over 100 yards on you.
Yeah.
Then you let Drake London cross you up
in the most clutch part of the game. Yeah.
So I think that was more so on Slade just having a bad angle.
Yeah.
And I think he was more so worried about trying to jump the pass. Maybe that's why he didn't expect Drake to hit him with a double move. But at the end of the day, I don't like. What really pisses me off more is that we have an easier schedule and we're playing like this. We're playing like trash.
Yeah, you guys got some easy games coming up, so I would assume you guys are going to win.
This was a winnable game. We should be 2-0 right
yes.
now. I'm not even trying to be like sound ungrateful. Like, oh, we deserve this.
You guys should be taking these games because when you get to the Cowboys and even the Commanders games, you know they're always dogfights.
So if we lose, if both Cowboys and Eagles lose again, we're gonna have a mid off.
Yeah,
we're going to be officially mid.
I could easily see. I'm not even trying to be funny or cute. I think you guys are going to lose against the Saints.
I think so because they put up 44 again. I mean, I get it. Their first team was the Panthers.
Yeah,
so I get it. But I'm like, damn, one of the supposedly better defenses in the NFL
made them look stupid,
and then they shut them down on offense.
Yeah,
what the hell about to happen to us?
Yeah,
we can't even get a
coming off a loss like that. Yeah,
we can't even get a possession off. So now
you let a hobbled 36-year-old quarterback get 23, 24 points on you. What do you think Derek Carr's going to do when he's playing out of his mind right now? It might not be good.
And we're definitely not covering anybody well at all.
No.
At all. So I genuinely, honestly, we're probably going to lose. And I'll just hold that L.
And then just keep on going for it. I mean, you guys are going to make the playoffs. You guys got an easy schedule at the end of the year, like I said. You're playing the Panthers. You're playing the Giants twice. I mean, you're playing teams that are beatable. But
see, my issue is we're losing to teams that we should be like. All right, cool. That was a 50-50 mix for the Packers. Like that.
You should have cleaned the Falcons up. Yeah.
So now we're gonna go into the Saints and.
Well, because you play the Saints, don't you play the Bucks after that?
Let me look. I think so.
Which is not an easy game.
I mean, with the way they're playing defense, yeah, we play the Bucks at their house on week 4.
After the Saints, yeah.
I don't know, man. I think I genuinely think that it's really, I don't know what it is. It's defense. Sometimes I think it still hurts decision making. I don't know what it is. It's really a mixture of stuff, and I genuinely just don't understand where his mindset is sometimes. I know he's in the game, but it's just like, why did you make that decision?
Yeah.
And as far as head coaches, I'm not opposed to letting Nick go because Devin made it.
You should. He's annoying. He sucks.
I just think that I can understand where the ego is coming from. I think it's time to reel it in. I think for him as a young head coach, came in his second year with the team, he went to the Super Bowl. I think he's still riding off the Super Bowl. But I'm like, dog, we're 2 seasons. We're what? 3
It ended very badly last year, and now it's not starting very good this year.
Right.
So. I think there was a stat. I think he's like 2-6 in his last 8 games, or 8 or 9 games.
Because we lost a lot of games heading into the playoffs, and then we lost to the Bucks.
Yeah. I think you guys lost 4 of the last 5 in the regular season. Lost against the Bucks. Now you've lost to the Falcons. So I don't know.
And it's not even like we're losing I think a lot of our losses are just self-inflicted as well. It's not that we're losing to like good people are stopping us. We're just not doing what we're supposed to.
Yeah, I don't really think the Falcons beat you guys. I think you guys just lost the game.
Self-inflicted.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. Miles said, I usually find solace. The Eagles are good. I'm batting 0 right now. And Nick said, Eagles should have the roster to win. Scheme can get better as the season goes on. I agree. I just think that, I'm like, come on, bro. Like, a lot of this stuff doesn't really change throughout the season. I genuinely feel like I'm still watching a repeat of last year's team. Make better defensive coordinators and OCs, and then just different people. But I just feel like we're watching the same team.
Mm-hmm.
But our week 3 preview, Ronnie and Nick, y'all play tomorrow night against the Jets. What's y'all's take?
It's a winnable game again. Mm-hmm. Another winnable game. I don't think we're going to, but it'd be nice. I mean, I think it's a close game. I think the Patriots defense is going to give Rodgers hell, but our offense is bad. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but
For the most part, it's like you're y'all are trying to find an identity, and I understand y'all wanna get out of old school Patriot stuff, but it's tough because you don't have the personnel for it.
The identity they're trying to run is here, Ramondre, have the ball, go run.
Right.
That gets old after a while. He's going to break apart. I mean, like, Brissett's not getting open receivers. The O-line's still bad. So, I mean, they're really just relying on Ramondre Stevenson to run like 20 times a game.
I feel like I'll watch the game and I just feel like there's just no direction.
No. I would do anything to see some explosive passing play. I haven't seen that.
But they still play so West Coast still.
And the offensive coordinator they got, Van Pelt, I mean, he's not getting DeMario Douglas the ball. He's not getting Jalen Polk finally got a touchdown. There's just things I'm like, just the offense still seems like an issue, but I don't think they're gonna win tomorrow.
Right. Miles said, "Don't talk to me about losses. The Jags lost like 7 straight going into last season. That's tough."
Oof.
And Nick, he said, "I think it'll be a close game. Both teams are just mid. My expectations aren't very high."
That's a good way to put it. I could see it being like a 17-14 game. Really, yeah, something close.
Then we have the Giants and the Browns, Eagles, Saints, you already know. Do we want to do our picks for week 3? Or
we can break that out.
And then we can close out.
Okay.
So let me know when you guys are ready.
Mm-hmm.
I meant to do predictions too, and then I also want to do a pretend or contend, but we'll do it next week.
Okay.
All right. So
starting with Thursday's game.
All right. So starting with Thursday's game, Patriots Jets. Honestly, I'm gonna roll with the Pats.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
No funny. I'll roll with the Pats on this one, only because I know Rodgers is still trying to get into the swing of things, but there's something about this team that maybe it's just because it's too early for me to just be like, okay, maybe they're just starting slow or whatnot. There's just something about this team that's not catching my attention as I thought it would.
Yeah.
Going into it. So
they're just they're a little older. They're a little slower. I think they're all trying to figure themselves out. So
right.
I'm going to go with the Patriots too. I don't feel confident in it. I mean, if the Jets win, I wouldn't be surprised. But I'll throw it up there. I know you. Yeah, here he goes with the Jets. You go with the Jets?
Yeah.
Of course. Appreciate it.
Miles, you said we're 1-7 in the last 8 games, and then you also asked, can you borrow Nick Foles for like 12 games? Absolutely not.
Oh, God.
When you had him, you got hurt?
Yeah.
And you were good. And Nick said, I saw a stat Rodgers hasn't thrown for over 300 yards since 2021.
Ooh.
My God.
What's wrong with him?
That is
damn, that's not good.
Since 2021? Well, sheesh. Okay. A lot has happened since then. And I was like, where's my tab? Okay. So the next game we have the Giants and the Browns. Deshaun Watson has been playing like absolute gutter trash. There has been another report about him.
Yeah.
Again, we'll see the validity of it, but till then, we still got a football game to play. So,
Browns.
I'm going with the Browns.
Yeah.
Next game is Eagles versus Saints. I'm gonna roll with the Eagles. Who do I think will win? The Saints. But I can never bet against my team.
I'm taking the Saints. Yeah.
I can see that.
You going with the Eagles? Yeah.
Eagles. 2 undefeated teams are playing in the Texans and the Vikings. I am going with the Texans.
I'm gonna go with the Texans too, but
shot in the dark.
Vikings?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm only going with the Texans.
Sammy Dick.
I'm only going with the Texans because they actually have a fully healthy squad.
Yeah.
And that defense is looking pretty nice for the Texans.
Yes.
Broncos, Bucks. Going with the Bucks.
Yeah. Shouldn't be too hard.
And Packers, Titans. So Malik Willis actually looked pretty good. He
I know.
Got a chance, and he showed out. I'm going to go with the Packers because honestly, I expected the Titans to do a little bit more this season since they brought in a new coach. Offense looks better. They have not been able to produce to what I thought they would.
They have not looked great, and they spent a lot of money on that team.
Defense as well. I mean,
I'm gonna shot in the dark and say Titans, but you're gonna go Titans. I don't feel great about it, but I see it the same way.
I mean, maybe against the Packers, maybe, but I mean, the only thing that they're missing is just a quarterback.
Yeah, that's true.
Bears, Colts.
I'm
going to give this one to the Colts because the Colts have put up numbers the past 2 weeks. And I'd rather go with Anthony Richardson right now. I think my issue with the Bears right now is just they just can't close out games.
Yeah.
At all. They just can't close out anything.
I'm going to go Colts.
Colts?
Yeah.
Chargers, Steelers.
Chargers.
Well, Herbert, is he playing?
Yes.
Okay.
They played against the Raiders week 1, and then they had the Panthers week 2, so this will be an actual challenge for the Steelers. I'm sorry, for the Chargers. I'm going to go with the Chargers just due to competent quarterback.
I'm going to go insane and say Steelers. I think this defense is going to smother them.
Well, actually, that's a good point because the Chargers really don't have anybody offensively. But KJ Dobbins has been going off.
JK and Gus?
Yep.
Yeah. They've been, JK Dobbins has been crazy.
Yep.
That dude was hobbling like a grandpa in Baltimore, and then he gets a touchdown and does a backflip in the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what the hell?
Little change of scenery.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Playing for a different Harbaugh.
Yep. Then we're going with Dolphins, Seahawks.
Seahawks. Yeah, it's not. This one's not too complicated.
And I'm gonna give y'all an easy one. Raiders, Panthers.
Raiders. Yeah.
Those are just two.
What? You think the Panthers are?
No.
I was about to say. I'm like, word.
Well, Andy Dalton's a little more competent than Bryce Young maybe at this stage, but I think the team's still just.
Has he met Max Crosby?
Oh yeah, they got to shake hands and.
Yeah,
maybe hang out for a little bit before. Hell no.
Belittle him a little bit. The 49ers and the Rams. I'm going with the 49ers. Yes.
I'm going to go with the 49ers too, especially they're just depleted. The Rams are, yeah.
Since Debo always got smoked from Philly, that's my
This 49ers team has no Debo, they have no McCaffrey, they have
no Greenwell,
what?
Greenland.
Yeah, no Trey Greenlaw.
Yeah, Greenlaw.
No, well, Kittle I think had cramps last week, but he got carted off.
Yeah, he just needed an IV real quick because they were over doing both.
I'm going to pick the 49ers. Rams.
Yeah.
Rams are hurt too, though. So Rams fully healthy, I would have picked.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but I'll pick them. I'm gonna take the 49ers.
This will be actually a difficult one. Lions, Cardinals.
Give me the Cards.
Yeah.
Dude's out of his mind right now.
Hot hand right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Marvin Harrison Jr. looked like prime Randy Moss last week.
100%.
Dude was nuts.
Yeah, you know what? Give me the Cards too. I was trying to give the Lions, but I can't go against my born.
I'm rooting for the Cardinals too. I hope they do well.
Team.
Yeah.
Ooh, dang, Nick, you asking a Bryce Young approaching Jamarcus Russell status. Nick asked that question. That is
I mean, Jamarcus Russell looks like he ate Bryce Young. So physicality wise not the same. But I do think he's onto something. I think we're almost there. He hasn't even had any redeeming quality so far.
He hasn't even been given a chance. That's the thing.
He had a whole season last year.
Jamarcus had more time to show that he was ass.
He did, yeah. He had like 2.5 seasons.
The Panthers gave bro a game and a half after a season. So that's my only difference. Like, they let Jamarcus go out there and just prove that, this ain't him.
For biggest bust of like the 21st century, I would say
Jamarcus, 100%.
Yeah, Bryce he could be there though. Depends on what he does the rest of his career. He could leave Carolina and shine like everyone else has.
I really want to give Bro a chance.
I do. I'm not ready to write him off.
I don't want to write him off yet because he's in a wasteland.
And there's talent somewhere inside him.
Right.
I don't think it's going to be in Carolina.
He's just not getting a chance. That's why I don't want to really pin him with the bust comment yet. So we have the Ravens and the Cowboys.
Ooh.
Did the Ravens get their first dub, or do the Cowboys redeem themselves?
What's great? Either the Cowboys are going to be 1-2, or the Ravens will be 0-3. That's funny either way. I think it's a win-win for us. I'm going to go ahead and take the Ravens.
Same. Same.
The Ravens dropping to 0-3. You couldn't pay me enough to believe
100%.
that.
If you told me that, I'd laugh.
Yeah, there's no way. Because if they go down 0-3, it's not going to be easy for them to crawl out.
Facts.
I don't see it.
I mean, the only redeeming quality is that the rest of the AFC is like buns right now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the AFC North, other than the Steelers, but that's not really saying a lot.
Yeah, they're still going to have to play some good teams. They really should probably win this game. Right. I would not go down 0-3.
So I'm going to go ahead and go with the Ravens. Yeah. But, so, fellas, Chiefs-Falcons. Do the Chiefs win this, or does the Falcons prove that the game against Philly was a fluke?
Chiefs.
Yeah. Got it. I'm going with Chiefs.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jags fans, do you redeem yourself on Monday night against the Bills?
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh,
what?
Oh, you playing at Buffalo.
Oh, my God.
So, Gabe Davis is coming back.
I will say there's a chance this game's close. Jacksonville ain't winning it.
I'm not gonna lie. Jags is not winning this.
No.
And we also have another doubleheader, which I will not be watching.
The Commanders and the
Bengals.
Oh.
That's another one at 8:15.
Give me Cincy, but
I'm going with them Bengals.
Yeah.
It's crazy how we were talking highly of the Commanders, and they're 1-1 right now.
They just scored a touchdown last week.
1-1. Are they 1-1?
I don't know. They didn't score a touchdown last week.
No, they didn't.
They haven't. He hasn't. Jaden
Daniels hasn't thrown a touchdown?
Yeah, he hasn't done a touchdown yet.
What the?
He's had like 3 rushing touchdowns.
How are they? Oh, I was about to say, how
they didn't score a touchdown last week.
I was about to say,
field goals.
Field
All of their
goals.
points last game was from field goals.
You tell me Austin Eckler didn't get a...
What? How many?
You tell me Austin Eckler... Hold on.
I'm almost positive all of their points came from field goals.
Ain't no way.
Yeah, regular season stats: 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 0 passing touchdowns. But I think he's had...
He has passing yards, but not passing touchdowns.
Yeah, 410 passing yards. Rushing, 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 fumbles. Good God.
Nick said none of the rookie QBs have a passing touchdown yet. And it's week 3.
Drake May would have 7 if he was playing. Let me just put that on the record.
Ain't no way.
Drake May.
Oh, my God.
That's not good. I didn't know that, actually. I didn't know that none of them had a passing touchdown. That's crazy.
Caleb don't have a throwing touchdown?
Let me see. He must not.
No, Nick. Caleb doesn't have a... So how the...
Yeah, Caleb does not have one.
What the freak? Okay.
Who else are we missing? So Daniels doesn't have one. Caleb doesn't have one. J.J. McCarthy's hurt. Bo Nix has thrown 75 interceptions. Drake May's not playing. I'm trying to think who else. I think that's about it.
Yeah,
Penix is not playing.
Miles, you say you have the real Josh Allen, but y'all won't win?
Oh, God. Joshua Hines Allen.
Well, then, oh, now what? I don't know. I don't know what to do with this information.
I ponder it, I guess. It's a little surprising.
Well, I did say that this was going to be a good NFL season, but wow, this is...
the injuries have been insane.
Oh, yeah, we didn't... You know what? We'll cover injuries next week.
Yeah.
Because,
hopefully there's no more this week, but...
Why did we look bad with no A.J. Brown? You know what? I'm not going to talk about that.
Is Jalen Hurts an A.J. Brown merchant? Find out next week. We'll talk about it. It might
Won't find out next week. He ain't playing.
Well, if he loses again, freaking throws 2 more picks, then maybe he is an A.J. Brown merchant.
Thank God Devontae Smith exists. But this team looked mighty different with no A.J. Brown. Why didn't we throw the ball to Jahan Dotson? I mean, we traded for him. Bro was out there getting cardio.
What is Dallas Garner doing? Is he just sleep?
No, he was catching passes.
No touchdowns, but yeah, I guess he got it.
Yeah, no.
Calcaterra was catching passes. What a freaking strange world we live in.
Bro was getting work.
Jahan Dotson, he's not. Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Well, we definitely appreciate y'all kicking it with us. This was a very eventful week 3. We got week 4 of NCAA tuning in. We still got baseball on the horizon. We'll start talking about that when that gets closer. Believe it or not, I think we are 7 days away from NBA training camp.
NHL training camp's already underway.
Yo,
Everything's in full swing now.
We are some busy folks. Football will still have priority first.
Yeah.
Football will still have priority first. Man, we appreciate y'all. Thank you, Colton, Miles, Nick. Yo, definitely appreciate you, Nick, for being able to come through, watch the episode, man. Kick it. We'll definitely get you on here for the one time once we get set up and everything, and we can actually have the crew fully on the pod. Thank you, D, for stopping by and watching the pod while you were at the football game. Definitely appreciate y'all.
Baseball game.
Oh, baseball. I said football. My fault. Football on the brain. Tomorrow we have the Patriots against the Jets, and then we start our 4 or 5 game slate of football games from Thursday to Monday. And we'll be back next week to
break that down,
crash out some more. Because I definitely will. Just don't at me when the Phillies lose. But we will be back next week, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Appreciate y'all coming through for the podcast. Oh shoot, I gotta end the poll. My fault. The leader in this, looks like the Lions won this poll at 42%. 49ers and the latter, bless you, they were tied at 14%, and Philly ended up with 18 or 28%. So again, we definitely appreciate y'all for stopping by the pod. Until next week, we are out of here.